What's happening, lads? We're here to tell you about our Patreon membership that starts from just £3 a month. It is the biggest Patreon in the UK and the fastest growing Patreon on planet Earth, kid. Dan, why is that?
You get early access to the public episode. Pubes get it on Monday. You can get it up to 48 hours early.
And on top of that, let me just interrupt you there and say you don't get any adverts on the early access. The YouTube adverts that sort of interrupt the show for the public people. If you watch it via the Patreon app, the adverts aren't there. You get an advert-free early access on top of your bonus episode every single week and all of the specials that we drop one of every single month. Dan, list them.
The Ghost Hunt 2. We've done so many lock-ins and they've got more drunk and more ridiculous, and we've got more planned.
The roast of Adam and Dan, blind date. This is all part of the Patreon membership. Everyone from £3 to 5 to 10, even if you sign up for the lowest tier, you get all the bonus content. People get early access to tickets as well.
It's the only way. It's the only way to see us live. Basically, if you're not a patron, you're not going to get to buy tickets to see us live.
Apart from the Arena show, which is on sale right now. It's on sale publicly. You can get tickets at gigsandtours.com. Friday the 9th of December, we changed the UK and worldwide podcast game by throwing the biggest ever podcast party at the Echo Arena. It's not the Echo Arena anymore, it's the M&S Bank Arena, but I don't care. I'm old school. You can get them right now. Tickets are still on sale. Come and join us for the biggest night of this podcast and all of our lives.
Do you know who got the best tickets for that? Patrons, because it was on there first. Patreon.com/haveawordpod.
Enjoy the episode, you filthy animals.
Go ahead.
Wag wag leads, you're listening to the funniest podcast in the game with Adam, Dan, Sensei Carl and Finn. This is the one and only Have a Word.
Brought to you by Manscaped.com, the very best in below the belt men's grooming.
Go Ed, get on me.
What? Well, you said, are you happy? And I was about to say born happy, but you pressed that before I could reply.
You started it out.
And started it out.
Borneo. Let's go Borneo. Tickets available now for a live show in Borneo. Wag Wag Lids in Borneo, which is in Borneo. Where's Borneo?
Is it in the States?
Yeah. Come on, bro.
Borneo. Jason.
It's right next to French Guyana.
What, in Africa?
It's an island in Asia.
Borneo?
Yeah.
I think we should put a live show on there. I think it's meant to be. There's no way.
Is it near Bali?
Yeah,
roundabout.
I can tell you the ethnic groups.
Yeah?
Yeah, we need to know the ethnic groups before we do a show
Borneo.
there.
Okay, we've got the Bajau.
Oh, the Bajau. They were born, there.
They're the
the good yows. Are they there as well?
They are. Yeah. But these are an Austronesian ethnic group of them.
Austronesian?
Austronesian?
Yeah, Austronesian, that's the word.
Fucking Ostros.
We've got the Banjars.
The Banjars?
Yeah.
Who are the first one?
The Baujas. Bajaus.
The bad yows.
And we've got the Pisayas.
Oh, the Pisayas.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Belates.
They're always late.
It's on fire here. Part one. Fire.
Part one. You're new to the podcast. We've not all had a collective aneurysm.
Oh, it's a giant rugged island in the Southeast Asia.
Oh,
it's in the Malay archipelago.
I only do live shows at rugged islands. I'm sucking off a bajau. So manly and indigenous. Welcome to the podcast. We talk fucking bullshit. La 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 la.
Should we allude to the fact that we've done this backwards?
Yeah, it's very backwards.
Yeah. This is a backwards podcast.
So usually we do it chronologically.
Normally we do this bit and then we bring the guest in, but we brought the guest in 2 days ago and now we're doing this bit.
Because it was a big old guest.
Yeah.
Romesh
Ranganathan.
And he was superb. That's coming up in sections 3 and 4. If you want a little bit of taste of these guys.
So usually you can't
around.
say how good it was in this section. Mad. Like you know how good it's gonna be. But to them it's mad, innit?
That's how you sell tickets in Borneo, Carl. Yeah? You know the future. And it's fire.
It was a good
He was fucking great. Romesh is quality. I mean, he doesn't look like he's enjoying himself. But we made him proper laugh a few times, which is great. Because from deadpan, couldn't give a shit, to properly
watching
rolling over
him
laughing.
fold over laughing was like, ah.
Oh, you got him so good at one point. It was mwah. Look forward to that, knobheads.
There you go.
Yeah, I am good, thank you. I'm going to a wedding on Friday.
Is it yours?
I'm going to my wedding.
Fuck
we
off.
just realised we'd not got married.
You haven't invited us?
I thought I was already married because I remember the day, but I was boozing a lot of the time. So I just imagined a wedding day.
Whose wedding is it?
It's my friend Katie's, Mazel Tov. She's not Jewish.
Katie Mazel Tov. Is it not Mulgrew?
What?
Is it Katie Mulgrew?
No.
Oh, Katie Mazel Tov.
Your friend Katie.
Yeah, it's my friend Katie. We're getting married. They're getting married in North Wales.
Do you have confidence in their prospective marriage?
What, her and Graham?
Yeah.
Is this a Graham? Is this a public episode?
Yeah.
Then yes. Yes, I do.
Do you think they're going to last?
And many more.
Do you think they're going to last?
Yeah.
Is it Graham with a H?
I mean, yeah. I want to say,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you think if Graham had to go and ever work overseas for work, she'd fuck several people while he was away?
He's in Q8.
What, Q8?
Yeah. Well, can she wait?
Oh, nice. There's a queue for her.
Do you want a queue? Wait.
Tell you what, if you miss any of the jokes, we just let you know that they've happened. You're like little VAR on some of our banter. Do you know, the truth is, I don't care if they last. I just love a wedding. Now, I don't mean to seem negative here, but if all of my mates got married and divorced on a sort of 3-year cycle, as long as they weren't like, I'm just so unhappy, midpoint, I don't give a shit about that. I'll be there for the weddings because I'm a fun day drinker and I'm looking forward to it. I don't wish divorce and separation on anyone, but if you're going to do it, let's keep going back to the well and let's have more parties.
Yeah. If there was something you've seen in their relationship that could lead to divorce.
You want this, don't you? Oh, you really want this. I feel like I'd got myself out of that nicely. I don't mind if they divorce because I want more weddings. Yeah, that's
what problems have they got?
So yeah, that's gonna be really good. That's some of my friends who
When's this?
We're on the naughty table on the Friday.
That was called table 1, table 2, naughty table, table 2.
It's the naughty table.
That I need to know, is it Graham with a H?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never seen his name written down.
You're gonna have to find out before
It's
you
pronounced
write the card
differently.
out.
It's pronounced differently and you'll feel weird.
What?
Before you write the card out.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You have to spell it right. You can't put to Katie and Graham/Graham.
Can I just let you know? I'm going to this wedding on my own. Laura, we couldn't get a babysitter because we've called in too many favours here and there.
I'll look after them.
Also, Laura wants to come to June 25th. She wants to come to see you at the Philharmonic.
Wonderful.
That's cool, isn't it? That's exciting.
adamrow.co.uk/.
I know, that's what I've fucking told her. Not standing down the side. You're not talent. Yeah, so she's not coming, so it's just me. So I, a 41-year-old, mainly straight man, am going to a wedding. Why would I be writing out a card?
Can I just say, by the way,
Polite.
occasion cards, birthday, Christmas, wedding, can all fuck off.
Thank you, Carl. Adam, do you honestly think I would go to a shop, get a card, write it out, and give it to them? What are you on about? Would you?
If you don't get me a card for my wedding, I'm going to be really upset.
Oh, I get the next one 3 years later. It'll be fine. What do you want a card for your stag do as well, you massive vaginaed lady?
Yeah. I want an acknowledgement. Yes.
No, they're a burden. They are a burden. Cards. I have to take this home now and then put it up for a week.
To the environment and your windowsill.
No, you get cardboard ones. I'm getting plastic cards that don't biodegrade.
They're plastics.
They're called cards for
Here's
a reason.
fucking credit. That's yours. No, you wouldn't. You're just winding me up. You wouldn't.
I really appreciate a card. I like a lovely message.
Oh, no.
Fuck off.
Like a lovely message in it.
Oh, he wrote a lovely message in it. Did you read it? No.
No. I don't want you to write a lovely message. I want you to find one that has got a lovely message printed in it. And none of this moon pig shite. I want you to go looking through Hallmark.
Right.
Clintons.
And then when you get these cards,
Yeah.
do you open them?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Which birthday last have you got unopened cards? Like you're washing in a pile and then like cards from your 23rd
I've got
birthday?
every birthday card I've ever had.
Where is it? Oh my God. Oh my God. not going to break another. No, you don't. You big fucking liar. That's not true.
I've got every birthday card I've ever been given.
Have you got a memory box?
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm out. That's me. Done with the pod. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Fuck off. No, you hadn't. You hadn't.
I've got every birthday card I've ever been given.
Have you got the one I wrote you that time? The horrible one?
I will have. They just get added. I've got an enormous cardboard box. It's been with me to every house I've ever been to.
I can't verify this.
I love it. I love that. Well, I've lied before, but on this one. Hey, I do not lie about birthday card mementos. What was the horrible one?
I just wrote, it was a poem. There's a picture of it. I'll slide it in. I promise I'll remember as well.
Do you keep sliding?
If I forgot to slide it in, I won't know because it's the future.
Oi.
Just get fucked. Don't comment it because I don't care. But I will slide it in.
Actually, on minute 10, Carl's very unprofessional. This is why I'm not a patron.
I just wrote horrible things in the card. It was in a poem form though.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, that's how I genuinely think. Is that the one and only card you've ever given him?
I'd say so. Why would I burden him with something he has to put in the bin?
He loves them. He loves them. He gets them out at night. He puts them out in order. He's like, I'm going to do 21 and 22 and 23.
I have noticed you don't do birthday cards, and to be honest with you, it upsets me every year.
When have you ever given me a fucking birthday card?
You don't like them.
You didn't know that until now.
Yes, I did. You've told me before.
You just
And
said
I've
you've only
told
just
you-
noticed.
What?
You just said you've only just noticed.
You just noticed what?
That I don't like birthday cards.
I haven't.
Oh, you've noticed before.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I like getting them.
Solid. Just to say, you're taking a very moral stance here. I haven't got my Christmas present.
Yeah.
It's June.
Yeah.
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 It's June.
Neither stay.
It's June.
Yeah. Did you get me a birthday card?
You gave me... No,
1-1.
okay, good. All right, mate.
I think it's 4-1.
I'm going to get eggy at Christmas. What we all getting each other? I'm getting everyone some nice stuff. Him, fuck all. This is how that's going down.
When you get a speedboat, you're going to look fucking stupid.
He's leaving it
You
long.
know what? I will. Both, figuratively when you give it me and prove a point, and also trying to get it home.
Yeah.
Keep demanding it. Give him an invoice.
Second question.
2 days away it is, lad. In the post.
I'll chase that up.
Second question.
Question 2.
You said you've struggled to get childcare, but you haven't once asked me.
Adam. Yeah. Listen. I love you in a certain way.
Yeah.
Just I've got, as a colleague, the professional respect I've got for you. And I think you are, at your core, a good person. I think sometimes I'd worry about the laser focus that, you can have, but you tend to focus on your phone. And I'm worried that, one of my children would be on fire and you'd be in Twitter like, oh God, yeah. Got 2 legs anyway. One's burnt, one's not. Retweet. I don't know. No, I know you'd be fine. Yeah. But I don't.
You haven't asked me. It just feels a bit disrespectful.
I haven't.
Ask him in a card.
Yeah. Because recently, you've been doing this major UK and Ireland tour and been part of one of the biggest podcasts in world comedy. And you've been filming stuff and you boozing like it's about to go into another lockdown. I was thinking, God, this guy needs some childcare responsibilities.
When's the wedding?
It's on Friday day.
He is actually free on Friday as well.
Oh my God, what are you? His fucking...
Yeah, no, we were talking about it on the way. Yeah.
Oh, right.
I just listened then.
Yeah.
Carl, let me just open up his diary.
I'm just attentive.
I've got to go back to London again tomorrow morning.
All right.
I'm coming back tomorrow night. Friday day, I'm completely free. So if Laura...
Flea. He's a little flea.
You're just not allowed to say anything wrong. Everyone know. Everyone knew. I'm a little flea.
Can I look after your children?
No, you're a flea.
I've
got that Friday fleeling.
But it's not Freeland.
Freeland.
I was doing a Chinese voice.
Lovely. Well done. I'm free all day Friday.
Right, cool.
Tell Laura to get her glad rags on and she's going with you to the wedding.
Oh, brilliant. What are you doing Friday night?
Nothing.
You're not gigging?
No.
Oh my God.
Have you not got a date or something?
No.
You should get a date.
No. I want to look after your children and prove myself.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't let you look after my kettle. If you just put it in your house for a week, I go, the kettle's not there no more. It's in the road.
Right. If you can source me my Christmas present before Friday, you can babysit. Challenge on.
That's not going to work.
Because I got a £4.50 pack of Lindt chocolates and a fucking note.
Picture of a present.
A picture of it. It's going to be dead good, this.
It is going to be that good when it arrives.
I could actually tell that you'd use the steering wheel of your car to fucking lean on to go, it's going to be dead good, this.
That when he orders it and you've got it, you're going to look stupid.
Yeah, I'm going to look stupid.
No, it's going to be later in the year, though, so
Probably
not going to look
time.
that stupid.
December time, you'll get it.
Got plans.
You're going to get
plans.
By the way, when we do Christmas presents, not a lot's coming your way, but can we not do the thing of like, oh, lad, I spoke to me guy, oh, fucking hell, going to have to be December the 29th. Can we do it before Christmas this time?
Yeah.
And just beat up?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Do whatever you want, Dan. I'm great at presents.
All right, cool. See you Friday then.
Yeah.
Got myself to the wedding. Got to be in Port Merion at about 10 a.m, 10:30. Going to need to be setting off about 9-ish.
I'll be with you for 6.
6
That's
a.m.
lovely, that.
Oh, that's great. You can actually
Laura
get
can
up
get
with the
ready.
baby.
Yeah.
That would be a bit scary for him because he's not met you. So that'd be a bit intense for him, wouldn't it? You just coming like, all right, lads, and he's just like coming
You
around.
wouldn't notice.
I'll put your glasses on.
The baby wouldn't go, that's not dad.
No.
We can't say that.
Wow, what weird first words. That's not dad. He's not even. All he said is dada so far.
Was that his first word?
Yeah,
Sick.
of course it was.
That's great.
He knows
I'm going to make sure his second word
He knows
is
where it is.
fucking hell, lad.
3 words.
Ha! You're not dad. Fucking hell, lad. Baz.
What was Etta's first word?
Paedophile. No,
Fucking hell, she's got the...
she's just always been. You know when you're like, what is your daughter going to be? Paedophile hunter. You just know it. A lot of people are like, I want to be a spaceman. I want to be a midwife. She's like, I want to be a paedophile hunter. She want to be the youngest paedophile hunter. That's why we keep getting a guns for her birthday.
Was it a question? Was it an exclamation? How did she say it? Was it just paedophile?
No, we were just walking down the street and she just looked at a weird Nancy looking guy and she went, paedophile. And I was like, oh my God, she's got the eye for it.
Fucking hell, mate.
Yeah. And he looked over like, how did you know? And we knew
She's like the Simon Cowell for paedophiles. She just knows talent when she sees it.
Yeah,
she's
she gets,
good.
she gets a load of pedophiles together. Make
She's
a
starting a
band.
program called Non-Sidal.
I mean, if you sign up for that, you've
Non-idol.
yeah.
He is my
We
fucking
are
idol.
looking for paedophiles. Sign up at nonsile.co.uk application.
25s.
Yeah, she's probably going to study.
What was your first word then? As a baby? What? Same conversation.
No, I know it is. It just, I just love it how you just sort of like.
Mine was onomatopoeia.
Was it, yeah?
Mine was colloquialism.
Wow.
Yeah. I very much thought it was done. In the comments. Mine was French Guyana because I love African nations.
French Guyana. What was yours really, Adam? Was it like...
How does he know?
I know mine. I got told it. I don't remember it.
What?
Doesn't everyone know what their own first
Oh,
word was?
he can find out. He can just open up his memory box. Bloody hell. Mum and Dad put it in there. Adam's first word.
Oh, I thought everyone knew what their
What
own
was
first...
yours?
Mum?
So underwhelming.
It wasn't going to be anything fucking like, oh, race cars, was it? Might have been. My brother's was dog or doggy because you had a dog.
Yeah. Paedophile was funnier though, wasn't it?
I was just trying to get to the fucking brass tacks, mate.
Oh, bloody hell.
You don't know what your own first words was?
No.
Comment below if you know what yours was. Hit the subscribe button as well and the bell. Oh wow, I thought that was common knowledge for most people. Interesting.
No.
Genuinely,
It's probably like mummy or daddy or mum or dad or whatever.
I got two parents. One that would probably have told me that in adult life died when I was 16, and the other one, I don't think he gives a fuck.
Oh.
I don't think he gave a shit at the time. I mean, I might be wrong, but if you're watching, Dad, I bet you can't remember.
Mad. Bit sad though.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
Bleak.
Thank you. Thank you, Carl. Anyway,
Yeah,
paedophile hunter.
I give you a voucher for the Christmas before last as one of your presents then.
You love a fucking IOU, don't you?
But for childcare, and you've never used it?
See you Friday.
Yeah.
Not 6 a.m. You can't make 6 a.m.
I can.
Can you?
Yeah.
So for yours from 5?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what you need for your first full day of childcare, to be extra tired because you've started
I'm
unnecessarily
just going to have
early.
2 modafinils.
Oh, the daffodoonas.
Oh, we don't know about them yet.
Bash a couple of daffodils.
We do.
It's in the future. That was in Patreon. Shut up, girl.
Yeah, I have a couple of modafinils. In fact, I'll have 4 modafinils and then I'll definitely be awake.
Oh my God.
Like, you
My son's first word will be like, "Are you having a heart attack, mate?" All right, Jack, I'm your uncle. Adam.
It won't kill me. I wouldn't be a lethal dose, would
You-
it? Just make
yes.
me really productive and awake.
That's not how drugs work, is it? The more you take, it's not like, all right, well, I want to be high, so I could do 1 drugs. Maybe I could do 4 drugs. And I don't know if maths works with drugs, but I should be 4 times as high.
Yeah.
I can't see any consequences long term in a negative way.
That is true, though, isn't it, Charlie? If you do 4 drugs, you're 4 times higher.
Yeah. Yeah. But there's a tipping point in
Like
there.
4 Garys.
4 Garys.
Yeah.
It's a fucking
It's a wedding, innit?
depressing gangbang. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what it depends how strong your ecstasy is. But yeah, I think modafinil.
Yeah.
I think 4 could do you.
Nice.
I think you could have a little heart attack.
3. I'll have 3.
All right. Right. Cool. So you're taking 3 modafinil.
Yeah.
And then coming around mine to look after my kids.
Yeah.
Etta's met you. She loves you.
Yeah.
She calls you Adam Rowe lad.
Yeah.
And then when she sees this logo,
Yeah.
she goes, "Oh, it's Adam's podcast." And it makes me think you need to fuck off out of this house and start paedophile hunting. Earn a crust.
Yeah, I reckon we'll be sound. I'll let them eat whatever they want, do whatever they want. Teach them how to wipe their own asses. We'll watch cartoons. It sounds like a great day for me.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Jack's in nursery 10 till 3. Etta's at school 9 till 10 past 3. So you've got a lot of the day to yourself. You can do some cleaning.
Phenomenal. No, I'm not cleaning. I'm coming to help you out with your kids. I'm not your fucking bitch.
Hi, Laura. You all right? Looking forward to seeing Adam on the 25th. Right, cool, yeah. See you there.
Yeah.
See you there.
You're going to teach them to wipe their own ass?
Tell them.
Oh.
Wipe your own ass, Jack.
I mean, Etta's already rolling with that.
Jack's like, go ahead, lad.
She refuses to flush. She's morally against it.
Did she shout you to have a look?
Yesterday, she, like, from the downstairs bathroom went, "Guys, can you hear that?" Just because she could tell we were in the kitchen and she was in the downstairs. She just got FOMO while she was shitting. She was, "Guys, can you hear that?" We were like, "What are you doing?" "I'm having a poo." Brilliant. Thanks, mate. Shut the door and flush the fucking toilet.
Guys.
That's all your.
Guys.
Yeah, she calls us guys. She's like, "Guys."
That's so funny.
They just do whatever you do, innit? They copy whatever turn of phrase you've.
Oh, pimps then.
Is that what you used it? Yeah.
That's what my kid would say.
Pimps.
Pimps. I'm having a poo.
Right, looking forward to it. I'll book you in.
I'm game. I reckon it'll be fine.
Every 3 years?
What?
Every 3 years?
What?
Looking forward to it.
Do you mean every
The next wedding.
For
will
the
be
next
in 3
wedding.
years.
Oh. You'll have another wedding to go to before that.
Fucking love it. Looking
Adams?
forward to it.
And Adam can look after the kids.
Nothing's happening there, though, is it?
Got a venue booked for December just in case.
It's like Liverpool in the Champions League. Already booked a hotel in Turkey for 2023. Already bought a hotel reception suite.
Dan was telling me how proud he is of me that I've not dived into a new relationship.
Yeah, I thought he'd be straight in.
I think he would be if he wasn't the busiest person in the city.
Excuse me. Just give me credits and don't put caveats
Hang
in.
on. That's not true, though, is it? It could still,
Yeah.
it could still be.
No, it's true. It's absolutely true. And he knows it is because you're not arguing.
No, I'm letting you finish. So that I can refuse your
Oh, polite.
nonsense.
He hasn't got time for a lady.
I
Like,
think you thought I was going to be a serial monogamer.
Oh, that's what I think when I think of you. What a monogamist. one lady.
But I thought he was. I thought he got institutionally addicted to relationship and having someone there to go, I feel hungover. Oh, do you, babe? Oh, you've got fucking quavers dust on your tits.
Oh, wow.
Come and put it in my vagina where it's nice and warm, and we will cuddle and make you feel better as you fall asleep. You know, like women do.
I do miss that.
I know, it's nice, isn't it?
Mr. Cuddles.
Yeah.
But I thought that would be enough to tip you into like, no, it's nice. And I worried that some incredibly attractive lady was just going to be like, these are great, aren't they? Like these boobs. And that's a nice bum, innit? These can be yours. Sign on the dotted line.
That's how easy men are. If you go, yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty depressing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Apart from, he's not that simple. And it's good.
Much deeper
I am deeper
than boobs.
I think there's a common misconception, right, that I'm a shallow arsehole. When actually, I'm a very romantic,
Deep asshole.
deep arsehole.
Oh, no, you don't. I've said that for a long time.
I think I'm a very complex human being with very many...
Well, if the young lady that I met in February or March was anything to go by, who I believe you'd spent a little short amount of time with, was anything to go by, I think if you were truly shallow, that'd already be happening. Cause
I thought you were going to say something else then.
What?
You'd have fucked it right off.
No, I think if you were shallow, you'd be like, yeah, this is great, this will do. Yeah. You've obviously not done that, and I'm impressed. It's exciting. It's exciting doing a podcast with you and just watching you, because it's all very like, there's breakups, there's thing. I feel like there's been way more consistency and boredom with me.
Yeah.
And I just thought we'd already be in some, I thought you'd be getting annoyed with her already.
You're a recovering drug addict. It's not boring.
Yeah. It is.
No, but I mean...
No, but it is by its very nature, it's boring.
Oh, right.
You know, which is good. She's good. The boredom is healthy. The boredom's good. I don't want my son's first word to be baghead.
Lemo?
Dad.
Dad. If that's his first word, that's the problem. Dad. You say your first word? Yeah. Fucking lay off the beat.
With a tone of disappointment. You know you're fucking up as a dad. Dad.
First word.
Yeah.
He knows what disappointment is already.
Fucking hell. Hell of an inflection.
I
So
think,
congrats, man. What are you doing about it now, though? Because we need content for this podcast. Change it up, man.
You're having more of a breakdown. Come on.
Tours coming to an end. Let's start sticking little Vinnie Rowe in little nasty places and then talking about it on here. Putting it on a card, putting it in the memory box. Thank you for letting me spaff on your boobs. There's a card, you keep that, put it in your memory box. I just in your memory box, you can go in mine. Come on. I want to hear things happening.
I think after the tour, I'll probably do some serious dating.
Serious dating.
Some serious dating.
Turn up with glasses like Clark Kent, suit, briefcase. Sit down. Let's see your credit. Let's see your credit score. Are you fertile?
What should I do if a serious date?
So we go out.
So you're whining Dan and Dan. It's first date. You're whining and Dan. What are you doing today?
Have we met on Bumble? She sounded great, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Some girl messaged me last night and said, so matched her on Bumble, which I haven't been on for ages. I haven't been on the apps for a while.
And Bumble's the one where the lady's got to start the interaction.
Yeah.
And
I just got to send a flange pic. That's the rule, innit? Fanny pic. Pow.
Got back to me flat last night from London and was just bored. And I was like, I haven't been on these for a while. Wonder what the crack is, right? And this,
Nearly time for some serious dating as well. Let's get the ball rolling.
yeah, I'd had a message from that girl saying, and Bumble, as you say, they have to start the conversation, the girls, which is great. That's actually better for men than it is for women. People don't realise that. Because the biggest pressure when you're doing any of the online dating apps is the first message. Because it's so easy to be dead bored and be like, hi, how are you? And they're like, yeah, I'm good, how are you? Yeah, I'm good too. What have you been up to? That conversation is all the time. So it takes, I don't have to be funny or creative. The other person has to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Nice.
And she said something like, just a disclaimer before we start, massive fan of the pod, and I'm wondering whether you can get me Dan's number. I was like, you fucking rat.
It's a good line, though.
Oh, great line.
Funny line.
Great line.
07 389 276
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
498.
Whoa. That could be someone's number.
I hope it is. I hope it's Finn's.
Go on, Dan, first date you just met. What are you doing?
So, yeah.
It's a serious wooing.
So we've met on eHarmony.
Fuck41yearoldstraightguy.com. Have you been on there?
You're in this situation.
All right.
A woman.
Lisa.
Oh, hang on.
You're Lisa.
Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa.
Ooh.
No, I don't like Lisa.
Okay.
No, you don't like Lisa?
Raquel.
Raquel.
Yeah.
You don't have to learn the words. Go on.
You're Raquel. Raquel. Rizabalaga.
Arizabalaga.
She's the sister of Kepper.
Yeah.
Arizabalaga.
No, she's a distant relative.
All right. She
Well,
hasn't got any money.
I'm Raquel Arizabalaga. Can't even say my own surname. So she sounds I hope I'm fit.
Is she
Because I
English?
tell you what, I'm pretty stupid.
Where's she from? Adam?
Raquel.
Where's she from?
Arizabalaga.
Liverpool?
Oh, she hasn't got an accent.
Lad.
No? Oh.
No.
Right.
She's from Liverpool.
Rachel Arizabagala.
Yeah. I can't be I travel enough for work. I can't be asked
Right,
travelling
of course,
to
yeah.
fucking
Have I got Spanish heritage, lad?
Raquel.
your great-great-granddad was from the Basque.
Oh. So I hate him. Okay. My name's Raquel, and I need a husband. Do you like leaving it in and eating quavers?
He's 28 years of age, just slightly younger than me.
Am I?
But close enough that
Yeah, all right.
close enough that, you know, there's no moral quandary.
Oh yeah. Raquel doesn't go too much of a moral quandary age gap wise. So this is nice. 2 years.
You're a 9. You've
A
got-
9.
Yeah.
Raquel Arizabagalaga.
Yeah.
Is a fucking 9.
Big fan of comedy. Shinswe.
Big fanny.
She knows you.
She's aware of me, but like doesn't know
I
much
think I
about
saw
me.
you on Roast Battle, I think.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
level.
Yeah.
She's got voluptuous tits.
I have. Look at me when you talk about my tits.
Yeah. A fantastic back passage, right?
What are you saying about my vagina?
What?
Why is my vagina third? I've got voluptuous tits.
Because the vagina's the headliner.
I thought
Famous.
you were going like,
Bars.
she's got great tits, a lovely arsehole, fucking fanny's in tatters. I don't know what she's been doing. Went to the baths, tried to trace her heritage, got gangbanged by 4
No,
Garys.
she's got what you would call a world-class pussy, right?
Don't you ever talk about my fucking vagina like that. And make eye contact with me at the same time.
You said to make eye contact with you,
Oh yeah, I did.
World-class pussy.
Look away.
right?
Look
He
away.
knows all this from Bumble, by the way.
No, we didn't meet on. What
Right.
did we meet on?
eHarmony.
eHarmony.
Right?
MuslimDating.com. Look away from me.
And
Sharia law.
she is a PA to the Saudi ambassador,
Wow.
right? She earns a lot of money.
Yeah. And he is, just to check, got a flat on the Albert Dock. Nice.
No, she
The
works.
Saudi ministry
She works
is
from
in
home.
West London.
She works from home.
Yeah.
Because of COVID, she was like, "I'm not coming back to the office," and he was like, "Don't worry about it, mate. You work where you want, mate."
Yeah.
Right?
And he's busy working at Dublin Airport. Right, I'm Raquel Arizabagalaga. I got to learn. I tell you what about Raquel. Top class pussy. Doesn't know her own surname. Bit of a problem.
Right,
Hey,
you are
baby, all
Raquel
right.
now.
I do like comedy, but I'm sorry, on Roast Battle. Yeah. And scene.
How are we?
Fucking hell, lad.
Aye, mate. Can we just have 2 more minutes? Just got it. Nice one. Fucking hate when they like come straight over.
Yeah, they're keen.
You know what I mean?
Can
Yeah.
I stuff your cock in my mouth? La, la, la. I'm a gobbler.
Right, I've got to be honest with you. I'm bang up for that.
Throat fuck me. Just use my head. Just use my head. Listen, you can't see because I've worn headphones to this date for no reason. But I'll tell you something about Raquel Arizabagalaga.
Big bucks.
Sorry, 2 more again. I'm a big Bucks fan. Yeah, the Milwaukee Bucket fannies, right? But I've got a phenomenal pair of fucking ears, and you can just grab them like handlebars. They used to call me Dumbo at 6 foot.
You haven't even got a drink yet.
Well, 2 more. Yeah, I'm going to start with 6.
more?
2 more.
Are these for me?
2 more what?
Whatever.
I haven't ordered yet.
Oh, I thought you said 2 more.
Said 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 more minutes.
Yeah. Have a bottle of wine for the table. Whatever your third most expensive one is, mate.
Can
Cheers.
I have a bottle of wine for me?
Yeah.
I'll keep
And
it.
can I also have a porn star martini for the lady? And 3 of them for me.
I'll have a pint of stout. And a baby stout. That better be a fucking shot. Anyway, go on, babe.
Just wondering
No,
what-
joking aside, that's just a bit of sex banter that I do. Rag my fucking head. Do you know what I mean? Like fucking Jar Jar Binks. This is a work thing, because this is what it's like with the Saudi fucking.
Is this just your...
honestly.
This is your defence mechanism,
Yeah,
innit? 'Cause
honestly, I've had to survive in a pretty toxic work environment, even though I work at home. My cat's a twat. Fucking sick of Saudis that are like, hey Raquel, get out your world class pussy. You know, and I'm like, no, mate, you're my boss. Dirty. Plus, we're on Zoom. Not getting me fanny out on Zoom. Not again. Not if we're not in a lockdown. Anyway, babe, go on. Oh shit, my fucking stout and baby stouts here. God, that's how I consume everything. Fucking drinks, your dick.
So what is it you're looking for?
Fucking hell, we know.
Long term or...
Tonsillitis.
Where have you met this woman?
Listen. Tell me. I know she went in a bit hard, Raquel. Tell me you wouldn't be intrigued.
Terrified.
Intrigued.
I'd be intrigued.
All right. She might not be wife material, but it's going to be a fun evening.
You said serious dating? You were sucking him off before you told
Oh,
you
sorry. It's quite horny.
Yeah. I already know what I'm looking for in my next woman.
Is it Raquel?
No.
All right.
What is it?
The opposite.
Go on.
Ambition.
Mm-hmm.
Confidence.
Right. Cock one.
He's done. He's done. Oh.
Ambition. Confidence.
Look at Adam really like, we're doing some serious podcasting.
And just a zest for life.
Is she a fucking double divorcee? You know what? She's had a hysterectomy and now she's out to live. Fucking hell. Success for life. She's got the all clear from cancer and now she's up for a fuck. Jesus Christ. Let's go a museum. Oh, God. It's really worrying when Adam... It feels unusual when Adam's being the sensible one on this pod.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, Raquel's turned me on and I'm her. Sounds great. Let's have a little break. Think about Raquel. Matley. Hi, guys. Very excited to tell you about our sponsor, stitchfix.co.uk.
Have you ever wanted to be able to send someone out, instead of doing the hassle of shopping for clothes on your own and going online where images can be misleading, that this is like sending someone out who knows your exact size, who knows the type of stuff you like to do your clothes shopping for you. Stitchfix.co.uk is a service for both men and women and makes shopping for clothes easy. They arrive at your door just a few days later and you get to try everything on your own, decide what you want to keep, and then send anything else back. It's dead easy.
You pay just £10 each time you order, which is credited towards the items you keep, and you'll get 20% off when you keep all 5 items.
Get started today. Go to stitchfix.co.uk/word. That the word bit is important. That's how they know we've sent you. Set up your profile, and when you order and you keep all 5 items, you'll get 20% off. That's our gift to you. Stitchfix.co.uk/word. Go there now. Order some clobber and get yourself looking snazzy for the summer.
Mwah.
Don't be looking non-snazzy when it's really jazzy outside.
That means hot. Here we are in the second section. I've got new bits in Liverpool this week, Tuesday the 7th of June. I've got about 20 odd tickets left. It'll be the last new material night I'll be running at Phase 1, probably till the end of the year, when I'll have recorded a special, dumped all the material, and we'll be like, who's drinking? So if you fancy it, the link is in the description. I'm also doing a preview at the Northern Players Theatre. So if you're in South Manchester and you didn't get tickets to the Frog and Bucket Tour shows and you want to see me preview it, Thursday the 16th of June, I'm in Northern, South Manchester. It's near Wivenshaw, and it's going to be a really intimate little show.
I might run a couple of new material
links.
gigs, July and August, when I've been told me stuff.
I mean, you could literally turn New Bits from Dan Nightingale's New Bits to Adam Rowe's New Bits. Because phase one is, as you've seen, you popped down, didn't you? And you've done Dean's gig.
Yeah.
It's so perfect. Everyone that's come down to phase one to watch that has gone, what a lovely place to watch comedy. It's on Seal Street. It's got a lovely outside area and smoking area. The staff are sound. The stage is nice. So I don't want to run it because I'm now in preview mode and I'm going to be in tour mode. But how mental would that be if we just hand it off?
Yeah, I might do that. Because to be honest with you, I'm really, really, really looking forward to the creative stage. Like, I'm not bored of me show, but the best bit of putting a show together to go on tour with is those gigs for me. I really love the figuring it out. And
yeah, well, it's been doing it at phase one. We've done about 4 there, so thanks to everyone that's come down. I suppose people think, oh, it's just going to be there for. It's not. It's not a definite thing. I'm not running it to make money. I was running it to give Lids in Liverpool and me a really great comedy night. We've had Vittorio down, we've had Brennan down. I don't know, if you then went and did it as well, it'd be great. I love the atmosphere of a midweek cheaper ticket. A lot of these work in progress shows and preview shows are cheaper tickets. And it's so nice because everyone's like, yeah, cool. You've given us a deal. It changes the atmosphere and you get to take a risk here and there, don't you? It's fucking great.
yes.
Are you literally recording and dumping?
Yeah.
It's excited.
And I've got...
You got some stuff. You got some ideas, haven't you?
I've got some ideas, but I've got... At the end of July, the 27th, 28th and 29th of July, I think it is, I've got a weekend at the London store. And I'm intending by that Thursday to have a new 20 ready to do at the London store that isn't in the special.
Right.
When are you going to do that?
In July, once I've had my holiday.
A month to get another 20, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not doubting you, but just...
Also, if it gets to it, it's not insane. If you've got 12 minutes of new fire and you need to dip for 8 minutes of old, it's still got a job to do. So yeah, all those are in the descriptions. The previews are danspreviews.com. Thank you very much. Got some correspondence. Have you got anything else you want to plug? Have we got any last ticket sales for the tour? You're coming to the end.
Yeah.
Is it nearly Romeo done?
Let's have a little look. So we're in June now, aren't we?
June 1.
Tuesday the 7th of June, Edinburgh, tickets left. Thursday the 9th of June, Glasgow, no tickets left. 11th of June, Brighton, sold out. 12th of June, Birmingham, sold out. 13th of June, Oxford, tickets left. 15th of June, London, some tickets left. 19th of June, Chester, sold out. 21st of June, Sheffield, there is tickets left. 22nd of June, Manchester, sold out. 23rd of June, Leeds, I think is sold out, but double check it. And the 25th of June, the night I'm taping me special in Liverpool at the Philharmonic Hall, there's about 100 tickets left. They're in the rear circle.
99. Laura needs one.
Sarah needs one as well.
They're in the rear circle. So go and get them. There's not a bad seat in that house. It's such a great venue.
Amazing venue.
And come and watch me tape me special. It's gonna be good. I've got a month to get it special ready and boiled back down to an actual hour.
Shit.
So excited.
Needs a haircut.
Isn't it, mate? I know people that just watch this podcast, they'll be all over the world. They'll be like, oh, I'd love to come and see some stuff. There'll also be people that just listen to the pod and we're like, yeah, we listen to the pod. I don't really watch loads of live comedy. It's fucking great to do a podcast where you just try and make people laugh and then you put on shows and these previews, I haven't really publicised them loads, mentioned them on here a couple of times. Birkenhead, I'm doing tonight, I'm doing tomorrow because we had to add an extra one. People just it's so fun selling tickets to people who want to come and see you do stand-up. It's such a blessing. I'm not taking it for granted. I know that's a little bit of admin on our part, but it means a lot to be able to go to you guys. We're doing what we love. Do you want to come and see it? And then you lot go, yeah, it feels really fucking good. Some questions. Kieran says, all right, Lids, When leaving Morrison's yesterday, flex, I saw an old lady. I saw an old lady. Someone's doing all right. Saw an old lady open her shopping up and break some cheese off a full block and just eat it in the street without a care in the world. Surely behaviour like this should be illegal. So my question to you is, what other food should be illegal to eat in public? Keep up the great work, Kieran. So for this, Kieran, instead of doing, what's rude on trains or whatever, what food makes you look like a fucking animal if you walk out of the exit of somewhere like a Morrison's, delve into a bag, pull it out, and have a fucking munch?
Anything that is offensively smelly, right? Eggs. I love an egg butty. Don't have an egg butty on a train while you're facing me. Tuna. Don't do that. This woman just wants to nibble on some cheese. And Kieran, do you know what? Fuck off.
Yeah, Kieran, you got a shit.
I think, Kieran, I don't know if you've got a bit of a cheese thing.
What's the difference between this and eating a cheese string?
Yeah.
But well, one
Bitch.
makes you look like you've got, like, you know, trauma, doesn't it? If you're a grown woman and you go out in the street and get a cheese string out, no child in, and then go.
I eat cheese strings regularly from a service station.
From a Morrison's, middle of it. What day is it? Wednesday afternoon.
I often get a cheese string and a pepperami if I stop at a welcome break.
But I feel like the travel. Can I just say? I feel like this is why I tried to make it specific to the main supermarket Morrison's. On your travels, I think you needs must. I'm talking about walking out of a Morrison's. You can reach in. There are certain things that make you look insane. Surely.
Lasagna.
A block of cheese, by the way, I don't mind that. If you look, a full lasagna. Or just, you mentioned egg, just an egg.
Yeah.
Crack it into your mouth.
Like Rocky training.
Yeah.
Just go for a run.
Just to find the car.
Do whatever you want. Why are you
Carl,
asked?
you can't just do that.
I reckon like a full.
Can't do that for every. Like,
I reckon like a full.
Stop emailing. Just in fact, stop podcasting. Stupid. Live your life.
Like a full tub of like Onken yogurt. You know, like the big vanilla yogurt. If someone just got one and drunk it,
Oh.
that I might go.
Get a
What
Yakult.
are you doing?
Mate, I think when you get to the puddings, if you walk out and
You get a cheesecake.
you open a
full
trifle
family cheesecake.
Oh my God.
and just baby bird a trifle in the entrance. So people are like, excuse me, like nanas with, and you're like,
Spitting it into your children's mouth.
I don't know. I meant just like opening the gullet.
Like a seagull. Pelican.
Yeah.
Do you know what are?
You pelican it.
Do you know what are? Profiteroles are acceptable on the move.
I suppose you're not a fat cunt though, are you?
But they're a bite, aren't they?
Yeah. Also,
if you can eat a
any
vanilla
standard sized UK chocolate bar, that's okay.
yeah,
Just saying.
What's
yeah.
standard
A
size?
bag of crisps
Like that Snickers there.
also allowed.
Are you not going for big bar?
Yeah, but
Big
if you
bar not included?
if you get 4 chocolate eclairs out and eat them one by one in the entrance of a Morrison's,
Then you're a dirty bitch.
you are-
I had a
Proper
in
pelican
Manchester
them.
last week. I had done that in Manchester last week.
I know, but it's different because you're not fat.
Oh yeah, I don't think it matters.
You got a fat ass, but it's not the same. But that's a good thing. Yeah, you look like a Raquel, don't you? If you're like next to the sugar, go on, what time you have?
Yeah, if you do that and you say it like that, what time do you finish? Watch me swallow this phallic cake.
If you've ever called a chocolate eclair a phallic cake, you're a worry.
Yeah. I don't think she did
love
anything wrong with the cheese, though.
Fruit's okay, vegetables no.
Oh,
Yeah, you can't be stood there eating a fucking turnip. Stood in Morrison's car park.
I think you get respect.
Like a fucking idiot.
Just look at people.
Like
Just eye them as they walk past and you've got to turn them like, yeah.
I think you forgot what turnips look like.
Turnips are round.
Turnips like...
Looks like a big. Looks like
I don't know
apple.
what turnips are.
You've never eaten.
I've never eaten a turnip. I know. Why are you surprised?
You ever eaten a carrot?
Oh, yeah, I love carrots.
Oh, good.
Why have you never eaten a turnip?
When am I eating a
It's
turnip?
just a carrot's sweetie little cousin.
Is it? I've had, I've had butternut squash
It's
and,
a rogue one as well.
and sweet potato in a veg curry that Toby Jones's missus, Sarah, made a few years ago. One of the best curries I've ever had. Yeah. Really
You never
healthy.
had carrot and swede mash?
Oh,
Swede.
It's basically
Carrot
cheap
and turnip.
turnip.
I don't know what a Swede is.
It's a cheap turnip.
I don't know what a turnip is.
Have you
It's not a beetroot.
have you had beetroot?
Are they in the same? No. Are they in the same family?
No.
Yeah, vegetable.
They're in the same aisle of Morrison's, but that's it.
I love going there, Naldi.
I can't believe you've never had carrot and Swede mash.
Don't spend a lot of time in that aisle. Now, I will be dead at 52, but...
I'm making you carrot and Swede mash.
Where?
It's carrots
Why
and
don't you
Swede
make it for my
mashed.
kids when you're looking after them and see what they say? Etta will go, paedophile. I haven't had a turnip. I don't even know what it looks like.
Okay, I'm going to list some vegetables, Dan.
Oh, Jesus.
I want a yes or a no.
Oh, God.
Sprouts,
Never.
Asparagus.
Never.
broccoli,
I think I might have eaten some in my sleep, though, because, I get some stinky pits. Go on.
broccoli,
Oh, I've never eaten broccoli.
Oh, bok choy.
They're just mini fucking noncy trees, aren't they?
You want a bok choy?
Yeah. I've had loads of bok choy. Yeah. I haven't had Brussels sprouts or broccoli, but I've had loads of bok choy.
cauliflower,
Cabbage.
Who am I? Gokwan from before.
cauliflower,
Cauliflower? No, because it looks like a rugby player's ear.
Cabbage.
You do know it's the other way around. Their ears look like cauliflower.
Oh, right.
Cabbage.
I thought the veg had been named after the rugby players.
Your cabbage.
Cabbage.
Yeah.
In what form?
In its form.
In sweaty, horrible roast form? No.
Celery.
Raw. Celery? Love it. I mean, you might as well not eat, though, because it's pointless air and water.
Corn.
Corn.
Like corn on the cob.
On the cob?
Yeah.
Not a big fan. Jack is, though, my 1-year-old. No.
Lettuce,
Yeah, lettuce if it's in a burger.
Kale.
What? What are you talking about?
Mushrooms.
I'm fucking Preston.
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms are wrong uns, though, aren't they?
No, I love mushrooms.
Yeah, I know, but
Love
you
them.
can understand why someone thinks they're wrong uns.
Yeah, because they're fucking children. Peas.
Oh, no.
chicken dinosaurs,
Mushy or form. What?
chicken dinosaurs, smiley potato faces.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
power.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No.
Peppers.
I sometimes put black pepper on them.
Peppers.
I'm losing the respect of so many adults. I'm so sorry. Peppers.
Yeah.
Genuinely love peppers.
Right.
I love pepper. Really good.
Shallots.
Shallots.
How many have you had?
Very few.
Shallots.
Onions,
Oh, no. They're horrible. I mean, I asked for them to be taken out of things.
Tomato.
Tomato, smashed tomato, cucumber. Tomato and cucumber is my go-to. I like peppers because they go on stuff like
jalapeno.
jalapeno. If I want a regretty poo, yes.
What else? Have you ever had a yam?
A yam, yeah, I've shoved one
Isn't that
right
a
up.
sweet potato?
It's the American sweet potato, isn't it? But it's a bit whiter.
What about a kumquat? I just want to say it.
Zucchini.
Capsicum.
Isn't that pepper?
Zucchini.
Yeah.
It sounds foreign. I don't trust it. I am very, when it comes to my eating habits, I get very, sort of, xenophobic.
So weird, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like it is really.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
We're going to open your fucking world
I
up.
love fruit, though.
Oh,
Carrot and Swede mash.
oh, mate.
I can't like.
Carrot. I call
Well,
it
when are
carrot
we
and
eating
turnip,
that? Are we
but-
going to have a carrot and Swede mash party? When are we eating it?
That's
When are we
Have
eating
it on a roast.
That's the only time we eat it.
I
Like,
don't like roast.
on a boat.
Well, when are we going to eat it?
On a roast.
I don't eat roasts. You're annoyed at me. This isn't funny anymore. You're just pissed off.
He's going to kill you for saying you don't eat roasts.
Right, hang on. No.
I've never had a leg of lamb.
Just a minute. Just because we're not going to need that for a couple of minutes. So just shut that. Okay. We'll go back to this in a minute.
How are we?
Okay. So tell me. I don't even know where to start here. Right. What? Right. You don't eat roastiness at all.
Never liked them.
Right.
I never tried them.
That's the problem. Do you like roast potatoes?
Yeah,
Oh,
but I prefer chips.
Okay.
That really pissed you off, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yorkshire puddings.
Yeah, a little bit of fucking pancake and lovely.
Okay.
What do I eat that with? If you don't eat the rest of a roast,
Just let me just take you through it.
Go on.
Pigs in blankets.
Oh,
Is that sausage
Wrapped
with
in
bacon?
bacon.
I'm not. Yeah, I've tried it. It's all right.
It's a little meaty, delicious surprise.
What's the surprise?
how nice.
How good it is.
Right, every time.
Yeah.
Right.
Still good.
Stuffing.
If it was just my finger with
Sa-
bacon on it.
Sage stuffing.
Stuffing.
Obviously not.
Oh, that's the worst one. Lad, I could eat a barrel of stuffing every. Oh, How are you going to do that? Stuffing's incredible.
I've never eaten gravy.
I honestly don't want to do this podcast anymore.
Say that again. Say that again to the camera.
Hi, my name's Dan Nightingale. I used to be from the Have a Word podcast. I've just been fired because I've never eaten gravy. I don't know what to tell you, boys. I was so fussy when I was young, and then I just never sorted it. My mum died. It's not my fault.
You're not allowed to use that card.
Oh, shit.
You were 16 when your mum died. You should have been addicted to gravy by then.
That's how that works.
I'm making you a roast dinner in your house because then you can do the dishes.
Should we not do
You've
it?
got them fucking salty Pete gears, haven't you? What's his name?
What?
Who's the fella with the meat? Meat Peter.
Meat pizza.
You says meat.
Yeah, I don't want to use meat Peter. I don't want to use his salty meat. Who's that? Just because he lives in town, we're not getting fucking
No, he's got it in his house.
produce from a gay club. Can we not just do this on the Patreon food special?
No. No.
We're not wasting.
You want this
No.
to be private
No,
thing, do you?
because the Patreon feud special is supposed to be us eating stuff that we obviously really don't like and it's funny. You're going to love this dinner.
Dan has a roast while we're eating
You're going to
bubbles.
treat. The Patreon special will be you going, oh my God, I can't believe I've been wrong my
Well,
whole life. Gives more gravy.
There'll be a lot of retching. I've got food phobias.
I'm telling you right now, you're going to be stood in a Morrison's car park in 6 months just drinking gravy.
Straight out. Next to the woman with the block of cheese.
Yeah. You and her. How are you, love? Yeah. You just found out about cheese. I've just found out about gravy and roast spuds.
So they make
You
it.
daft twat. You have robbed yourself of the greatest food God has ever gifted us with.
The roast.
What about like roast meats? Like roast chicken or roast beef or lamb?
I like chicken from Nando's and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
You know, like roast chicken.
It's a bit dry.
Put some gravy on it.
It's gravy for it, isn't it?
Isn't like roast beef just like shit steak?
Press the button.
Yeah. But But shit steak is still better than no steak.
I'll just have a
My
steak.
mum used to make roastings with braising steak. She would braise the steak for a day in the oven.
Right. Right.
Oh, you've really...
That's a nice memory.
Prawns? You like prawns?
He was 15. You better be addicted to gravy within a year. No, prawns? What? As a roast?
Any seafood? No, not a roast. Any seafood?
I'm not ready to move on from the roast.
I think he needs to move on.
No, I'm just done. I'll come.
Mashed potato.
It's just like it's the worst bit of chips, isn't it?
He's just saying things to me, isn't he?
I'm really not. I believe
Neil
everything.
Warnock.
Are we all right to keep doing the pod?
You're gonna have to get that laptop out and ask another question because I need closure and to move on, and we're not gonna get both.
Do you remember Raquel? She was fun. Bloody hell. You wouldn't even want to fuck her, would you? She said, I don't like gravy, apart from man gravy in my eye. Classic Raquel.
I'd absolutely still fuck her.
What if she liked rubbed lamb on herself? What if she used gravy as lube?
Great.
Yeah.
Tasty.
She sounds fucking great.
That'd make her job a lot easier when she's fucking sucking me off, wouldn't it? She's getting a little gravy surprise.
Thanks, Kieran. Thanks for the question.
What was the question?
Something about cheese. Trevor says, if you had to have a world leader, past or present, shadow you for 7 days non-stop, with you all the time, sleepovers, at dinner, taking them to gigs, in the room for podcast recordings, constant supervision, who are you going for and why?
Mussolini.
Mussolini?
Benito Mussolini. You know, the weird thing is, that's my answer as well.
Why are you picking Mussolini?
Why are you picking Mussolini?
He's got the funniest name.
Sounds like something Dan's not eating.
You having a Mussolini? Oh no, I don't like seafood. What, even if it's Benito good? Benito Carbonic, what? I go Abraham Lincoln.
Why?
1809 to 1865. That was his lifespan.
Wow, Carl. I was suspicious that you already had that up. Was that yours? Would you go Abe?
I know all about Abe.
Honest Abe?
I'm an Abe man. No, I'd go Julius Caesar.
Right?
He was obviously 10 100 to 44 BCE, whatever that
10
means.
100. Oh,
8,000 years in the future.
10
What was
100.
BCE? It was before, wasn't it?
BCE. Right.
Before Christ existed.
So you're going for Julius Caesar and you can't speak Latin or whatever they speak.
He has to speak what I speak. He's shadowing me. Daft cunt.
No, I think you're just pulling the world leader out. So Benito Mussolini is what, like an early 20th century fucking fascist Italian.
If I went boxing that day, would that mean they were shadow boxing?
Yes.
Mussolini.
Let me just check what Trevor says. Yeah. Say Trevor says,
Mussolini was the he was the prime minister of Italy from 1922
to 1945.
until his deposition in 43.
Oh, is it 43?
Yeah.
You're always getting that mixed up.
I know. He got hung up with his wife by his feet, and then
Do you know what his wife was called?
John.
Raquel.
Raquel Mussolini.
Absolutely, it was.
Okay. For some reason, I remember their death. They got hung by their feet, and then the locals spat at them in either Milan or Turin.
She was 89. That's quite old, isn't it?
Fuck off.
Yeah.
What's the point assassinating someone who's 89? Just wait.
Just ignore them.
Just wait.
Just stop answering the phone.
Hello, it's Raquel Mussolini. Why is everyone ignoring me? I'm the first lady of fascist Italy.
Doesn't say we died. I can't find it quick enough. But
They got shot
yeah, died. That bad.
by the revolutionaries who were like, this war's dog shit. We shouldn't be siding with Hitler. Let's swap sides and kill you. And that's what they did. Mussolini. I go Abe Lincoln. I think he'd be good in the back of a podcast recording studio. I think it'd be great to take him to Birkenhead twice.
Oh, there's pictures of his death. He was hung up and shot.
That's gone in my head as a young lad when I was studying history. There's something about being... I love it how the missus goes as well.
Yeah, it looks rough.
Can you just ignore me?
It does look rough. Being shot and then hung up by your feet.
Yeah.
I think it was the other way around. I think they hung him by his feet and just left him to suffer for a bit and
I
then
think
shot him. Yeah.
You're going Julius Caesar?
Yeah.
Steve, you're back. Who are you going for? Angela Merkel? What, because you want to fuck her? You dirty boy.
Yes.
You love an international lady.
Well, German.
Not that little. She is 68.
She's a big lady.
Might be funny to get Hitler.
Right.
That might be funny.
Yeah.
Because he's not allowed to like preach, is he? And I imagine because he's just shadowing.
Adolf, keep it down. We're recording.
He'd just be like, because we could sit here just talking about like how fucking stupid he was and how much of a cunt he was, and he's just got to sit there and listen to it
Yeah.
because he's just shadowing us.
Yeah. You know, the security at the Heath in Runcorn, when their eyes raised when Jason Manford was here, I think they're going to look pretty freaked out when Adolf Hitler walks through the security gate. You've got to sign him in. Right, it's A. Hitler.
How good have you got a mate to have an adjective in your name?
I'd actually say it's the Hitler.
Oh, what you mean like Alexander the Great?
Yeah, like Adam the...
Lad.
I don't know.
What did you do?
They're maybe the best joke we've ever done.
I know, it's easy to say that when we didn't hear it.
No, it's like probably the top one jokes we've ever done.
Probably top one, mate.
You said, get him to sign in. And I thought, right, it's A. Hitler. And I went, most would consider him the Hitler.
It's pretty good.
He's the only one.
Top one.
Top one.
What
top,
adjective?
Top one? Top two or three?
What adjective would you put in your name if you were a past world leader?
So like Alexander the Great.
Yeah.
Adam the Itchy.
Adam the best.
Adam the best. I am so great. I am so great. Everybody
Adam
love.
the best. He was Adam the best.
What was the Ethelred? What was the Anglo-Saxon king? Ethelred the Unready. Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Again, something from history that always. And then Edward the Confessor.
He was a good ass, wasn't he?
Yeah. Isn't that?
Could not keep a secret him.
Don't do a fucking post office with
Just
him.
going up
lad.
to everyone all the time going, hey, don't tell anyone I said yeah, but
Yeah.
Janice, pregnant again.
Round Liverpool, they called him Eddie the Grass.
She's fucking shitting them out there, isn't she?
Eddie the Rat.
Coming
Are
up
you-
for the fucking football team soon.
What are you going with, Dan? He's Adam the best.
Dan the Fussy, because I've never eaten. Yeah. Daniel the Fussy. Pussy. Whoa.
How did you hear that?
Oh, I heard that. It was probably the top one insult of the whole podcast. Yeah. as we're doing hyperbole.
One more?
One more. Dan Druff. Oh, this guy.
Hey.
Hey.
Can't be his real name.
I don't think that is actually a well-known surname. So this young man, bit of a wordsmith.
Maybe his full name's Daniel Druffalo.
Why would you shorten your surname in a just for the bands?
Yeah.
Daniel Druff.
So this one's from Daniel Druffalo.
Damien Druff.
Should we do one more? Carl? Wag lids.
Up the Druff.
Would you rather never be able to drive again or never be able to drink alcohol again?
Never be able to drive again. You having a laugh? I don't go to like social driving events, do I?
Do you know?
Don't ever finish the biggest gig of my career and go, do you know what? Let's all go for a drive. And get someone else to drive me. Can I get someone else to get pissed for me? Shite question. No wonder you called dandruff. All you've done there is itch me scalp. Making me think, why did you ask that?
He's still annoyed about me not eating gravy and roasts. I can feel it coming off me like, shite question, fucking weirdo.
It is a fucking shit question.
I'd give up drinking.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would finish the big gig at the Philharmonic and be like, I'm so proud of Adam. Ring road. Yeah, I go for a big celebratory drive.
Bollocks. Also bollocks.
I'd become a, oh my God. I've got the money. I could do it. You know, like the boy racers who soup up loads of cars and they can't afford it and they have to put all the money into it. I've got money now. I could be a 40-year-old paedophile boy racer that hangs around on a Mackey's car park near Wrexham. Yes. I'm coming. So that I don't need to drink.
Do you know, genuinely, you could pull that vibe off.
What do you mean?
Like, if you got like a fucking speaker system in your boot, spinning rims and lasers and a microwave, right?
This is a proper exhibit job, yeah?
Yeah. You would suit that.
I'll take the compliment, thank you. Have a full oven for making roasts.
Would you rather give up alcohol or not alcohol?
What, constantly drinking alcohol?
Yeah.
Or never drinking alcohol?
Yeah.
I'd rather never drink alcohol.
Really, yeah?
Yeah.
You don't have to drink it all the time. It's just the only thing you can drink.
Well, you should have gone for the fucking driving, shouldn't you? Here I am in my would you rather, driving around in a lovely car. Converted to Islam, don't need a beverage.
The car's converted to
Where
Islam.
you going, Dan? It's Friday. I think you know where I'm going. Fucking temple. The mosque.
Fucking temple.
The mosque. Forgot what they were. I forgot what the holy building was called. The temple. Just shout at some Jews. They're the synagogue. Wow, I've had a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, you've got...
Do Jewish people call... They call it temple. Yes, got out of that one.
Do they? I think they call it the gaff these days.
They call it the gaff.
Come on, the gaff on Sunday.
Yeah. Scouse.
Yeah.
Is there a big Jewish population in Liverpool?
Yeah, they're all fat as fuck.
Huge, 6 foot.
Only 3 of them.
Oh, hang on.
I've never seen an Orthodox Jew in Liverpool. That is the name of an album.
And I've never seen an Orthodox Jew in Liverpool. Seen a few on me travels, but not my eyes.
The Jewish place of worship is the synagogue.
But they call it temple.
Yes, so synagogue, also called a shul, maybe shul, sorry, or temple.
There's plenty of Muslims and Sikhs, and there's Christians for weeks. But there's no Jews.
Christians for weeks? Not even days? Nah, well, fucking loads of Christians.
But I've never seen an Orthodox Jew in Liverpool. I'm sure there's some people of the Jewish faith, but I've never seen the ones that wear the hats.
They've got the curls.
And this is specifically about Liverpool, because North Manchester and North London is probably a different story. But in Liverpool. Maybe we should have a convention. Invite them over.
A Jewish convention?
Not just a Jewish convention.
Why don't we
a
put on
Hasidic Jew?
The world's first multi-denominational religion festival with Have a Word. And we just invite people of all different religions, and then we do a live version of our podcast. But every guest is from a different faith.
If you have not been shot by the end of that podcast, that would be incredible going.
There are a couple of religious festivals, mainly in Asia.
Yeah, say we could bring that to the UK.
If you say Borneo right now, I will jizz for the absolute perfect symmetry.
There's one in Rajasthan.
Rajasthan in India.
In India, yeah.
Yeah,
That sounds like
Shout out.
the type of place an ill-informed racist tells
Lee Evans.
tells people to go back to. You know what? Fucking, why did they vote Brexit? Because of all these fucking people coming over from fucking Rajasthan.
Being all Raji.
Send them back to Rajasthan. That's what I say.
Rajasthan. What's the IPL team? The Rajasthan Royals, I think. I don't know how I know that cricket
I'm
team.
going to Google that. You have some odd knowledge for someone who's never eaten gravy. It is the Rajasthan second in the IPL. Rajasthan.
Oh, we're going for it this year. They only lost it by 1 point.
Who's the captain?
Don't guess.
Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
No, Sanju Samson.
Oh, Sanju said to me, we'll win the IPL. He said so.
Fuck off.
I'm from Rajasthan and I'm annoyed.
So do you know who their coach was this year?
Yeah.
Rest in peace,
Shane Warne. I actually knew that. Oh, I so fucking knew that. It killed him, that Premier League run. Killed him. Shane said to me, fuck all.
Their wicketkeeper is Jos Butler.
Josh Butler?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, that boy's built. Oh, Ishan got in touch and we're going to go and watch some fucking cricket together. Do you fancy it, boys?
Yeah, we've done rugby. We've done.
We haven't done it yet.
We're doing rugby.
Right. We're going to go and watch some. We're going to watch The 100.
Oh, isn't that a bit long though?
No, it's the opposite. It's dead short.
Is it 100? Oh, it's 100 balls, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you think it was? 100 days?
It was 100. 3 months, big commitment.
Yeah.
Gonna take a break from the pod.
Yeah.
What's 2020 balls? 120, innit?
Yeah.
2020 cricket is 20 overs each team.
Yeah, no, with 6 balls.
Yeah, so it's
120
120 balls each. They were like, you know what? We just, it's like
balls
adding
to them.
blades to a Mac Gillette product.
The Mac
They just keep
19.
adding blades. They keep taking away
19 razor blades.
Blades on the handle, like cut your hands a bit.
a fucking Venetian blind. Yeah.
Got blades on the
So we
box.
should start a cricket thing called the 10. Just get 10 balls. You better make them good.
You good at cricket?
I'm all right. I'm not really, but I'm all right. I'm not horrific. I've played and I enjoy it.
What are you, medium? Medium pace?
Yeah, because I'm 41.
Yeah, I don't think you're a Brett Lee.
I swear to God, to get into one half of a podcast, Ethelred the Unready and Brett Lee. Why do I love this podcast? Because of that shite.
Do you reckon there's a Venetian blind shop in Venice that sells walking sticks and guide dogs?
Top 1 or 2? Top 2. I mean, it's got to be top 2. 1.
Wouldn't it just be called blinds as well?
Sat on that. I love it. I love Adam's timing. He's like, I've got it. He's locked and loaded. He's written it. He waits for a gap. Do you reckon?
Saying it's possible.
Sells guide dogs. I'll have the brown one.
Sorry, mate. All sold out. You from Venice? No, from Dublin, mate.
You do buy guide dogs, though, don't you?
I think you gifted them.
But who's funding that?
The Blind Association.
The IPL. The Rajasthan Royals.
You'll buy a guide dog.
You do.
Oh, I fucking know one, mate. I know you. Someone will know a fucking guy in Liverpool, mate.
And you must have to at some point, because humans outlive dogs. I don't know whether you know. You must have to upgrade your guide dog at some point.
Yeah, you have to go into the.
And if your guide dog went blind, you have to get him one. Just a chain of dogs
Blind.
leading one fella at the back.
Blind leading the blind.
And the Chinese whispers there, that could happen where he whispers to his dog, I want to go to Butcher's. And by the time it's got to the fella right at the front, he's like, right, the footy match, we're off.
Yeah. I want to go to the Butcher's. The next one. Woof. Oh, yeah, you're a dog. God, I'm blind and stupid. Brett Lee. He was fast, mate.
He was fast.
didn't go McGraw. You went Brett Lee. Love it. Okay, mate. Let's have break. Oh, well, that's not the voice to end this section with, is it?
Don't know what you mean, mate.
Oh, that's it, mate.
Very proud of this very authentic Dublin Turkish accent, mate. This is man of Turkish heritage, mate, who work in Dublin, mate. And Finn, who is from Turkish heritage, live in real, mate, says this very accurate, mate.
It's weirdly good. I need to stop talking for a bit.
Do you reckon a blind person's ever lost a guard dog and it's been replaced and he's not noticed?
What, we just like a cat?
No, he'd noticed that, but it's just a new dog.
I wonder who picked dogs as well. Do you know what I mean?
What should it be?
There's plenty of other options, especially when they get really old and like maybe the dog's too fast for the blind fella. Get him a guide turtle.
That's exactly where my head was going.
Imagine a guide horse.
If you're really fast but blind.
Gets on the back.
Yep.
Yep.
40 seconds too long.
Imagine.
What's happening, lads? It's Manscaped advert time, our longest serving sponsor. Father's Day is coming up on the 19th of June, and we think you should surprise your dad by turning up at his house and shaving his balls for him.
That's what they want. That's what dads want. We've both got dads, and they're always like, please, son, I can't shave my own pubes. I don't have the utensils.
And I keep saying, Dad, I would, but you're going to have to wait for Father's Day.
Because I won't shave your pubes in the spring.
I'm going to turn up with the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0.
Wow.
I'm also going to get the Weed Whacker, which can do your nose, your ear, your arsehole. Whatever you want to get weeds out of, you can use the Weed Whacker for.
Ball deodorant. I love
deodorant.
putting that on my dad.
Crop preserver. There's the undies they sell. Manscaped
Amazing.
is the best in male, below the belt grooming on the planet. And with the code WORD20, WOORD 20, you get 20% off and free worldwide shipping.
That's manscaped.com. Use the code WORD20. It's going to be amazing.
It
Shave
really
your
is.
dad's balls.
Make sure you're ordering in time for the 19th. That's Father's Day. And your dad, you don't want him to be going up to your ma or whatever woman he's currently goosing with a fucking bushfire down there.
We've got it.
You don't want that.
We've got it.
You want him to have a nice...
Adam, we've got it.
You want nice stubble cock.
We've got it. Got it?
Yeah.
Word20, manscaped.com. Nice one.
Here we are in a cupboard in Runcorn with today's guest, Romesh Ranganathan.
How cupboardy does it feel, Romesh? You came in, I mean, you are genuinely quite cool anyway, but you didn't do the, you know.
Well, I think this is good. I think it's good that you've done this. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's sort of as I expected it to be, really.
All right,
I mean,
cool.
From seeing it on the field, it's good. You've done a good thing. Don't do yourselves down. I do think the building's fucking weird.
There you go.
I think it as a facility is weird. I think you're the only room that's not working on vaccines in this whole building.
Yeah.
It's like, but I think, look, man, this is great. This is wicked. You've set up a thing and like, yeah, it's good. I think you've got used to it. I think that's a problem because like, this is an amazing thing you got set up here. And
We appreciate that. At the minute, we hate it.
We used
Really?
To, no,
Why?
we used to come in like, this is cool.
Yeah.
For like,
it's cool.
for the 6 months and then it's just, it's
No,
worn
I
off.
think you guys. I think you've lost perspective. I mean, before we started recording, Dan's complaining about the range of fizzy drinks in the fridge or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like you've drunk the Kool-Aid on this a bit.
Wow. That's my real diva moment. Why is there no cherry 7-Up? Chilled. Come on, Finn. I shout at him anyway.
Yeah.
Can I ask
that's
Finn?
nice. That's good.
Yeah, no, it's good, man. It's
You know,
good.
you know that now that he complained about the way you've stocked the fridge.
Yeah,
Did you then go and change the stock of the fridge?
I did not.
It's not really is. I mean, we've got a business manager that we
Hold on,
miss. We miss
you're,
we miss you, Steve.
You're Finn. You're responsible for the fridge,
Apparently so. I did it when we were last in.
right?
The fridge was disgusting.
Yeah.
I cleaned it
Right.
and then I filled it.
And is that something you're supposed to do, or something you did off your own back, sort of?
Dan went, "Do you want to give me a hand with the studio?" And I can't really say no, so I did it.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't on the job description.
No, but you just started doing. You stepped up and you did it.
Yeah.
And then, people were grateful at first, and then you carried on doing it, and then people started expecting you to do it, and now you're getting bollocked for not doing it properly. That's how life works. Don't step up and do anything. Do you know what I mean? That would be my advice to you.
I think he's been pretty good at that so far since he's worked here. All I'm saying is, if you see me bring in loads of Diet Cokes, loads of different flavours, just think maybe when I'm stocking this fridge, I'll mix it up.
I'll do it your fucking self.
Wow.
You're going to let him speak to you like that?
Fucking little
You're
rat.
his boss.
Sorry,
No, he's not my boss at all.
Sorry,
you
sorry,
are not
see
my
that.
boss.
Yeah, because we gave you 20% of the company. Can we do this when Romesh Ranganathan's not here?
Director,
No, I like
you.
this. I like this.
You're fucking very welcome. More fucking contrast in the fridge, Finn. I love you. And Romesh, don't side with him.
No, I'm not. I just, I'm always on the side of the workers, really.
Yeah.
But
That's how you sell tickets, lad. Playing the fucking empire.
Yeah. A man of the people. Fucking rise up. But like, I genuinely, I'm not like saying it for effect or like to blow smoke up your ass. It's wicked.
Cheers, man.
But I get why you get pissed off because you take things for granted. You can't help it. I'm not criticising you. It's like this. I remember being genuinely impressed when you did like a time lapse video setting it all up. And
Yeah.
Right? It was wicked. And like, it was like, I don't know, you're just doing, it's just wicked that you've got a studio to do a fucking podcast,
it
man.
felt
Do you know what I mean?
fucking risky, didn't it? We got basically income support from the
Can I level
company.
with you? When I saw you do it, I was like, wow, these guys are going in big. Do you know what I mean? Like, because the truth is, at that point, I don't know how much of an idea you had, but nobody had any idea how well you were going to go on to do. Do you know what I mean? So like, you're putting the money in and you're doing this thing. This could have been set where you're having to sell off these panels in a few months. Do you know what I mean? But like,
We could have been here taking the wallpaper off ourselves.
I had to have that conversation with Laura. She was like, right, so just to check, we're coming out of the pandemic where you lost all your work. The government gave us some money and you're putting a lot of that into the studio that you've dreamed up with Adam on the phone.
Yeah.
Even though you've not seen him for 2 months because you've been doing Zoom pods. I was like, I know, babe. And guess what? It's in Runcorn. So
that's when your other half's faith is really tested, isn't it? Because like when they go, I believe in you. That's okay when there's no outlay. But as soon as you go, I want to spend a shitload of money on doing this, that's when you really find out if they believe in you or not.
yeah,
Do you know what
I
mean?
believe in you is a very nice thing to say.
I
isn't
believe
it?
in you if it's free.
Yeah.
Right?
I believe in you when the mortgage money
I don't
is
believe
going.
in you when you're rolling the dice on our fucking bills. Do you know what I mean? That's different. But anyway, I don't want to go on and on about it, but I think it's a cool thing you've done. And like, I got picked up. Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? I've done a few podcasts. This is nice treatment, man. You get picked up.
If only we had a chilled Diet Coke for you.
Yeah. What can you do? You can't have everything.
I've just put one in the fridge for you.
But-
later,
Oh, you
actually.
lad.
So why do you hate it?
No, we know. We've just outgrown it a bit, haven't we?
Right.
It's felt more and more cramped in here because
I'm getting
almost
fatter.
everything in here was sent in by listeners. We've both put
Right,
weight on.
right.
So it's a lot more clutter. When we got it, it was just me and Dan and the guest. Then we added Carl in, then we added Finn in. Steve, who's not here, Steve, can be a bit
Cramped.
We need a bit more space.
Yeah, I get you. I did like, because I went out a few years ago, I did this show in the States, like a series, and to promote it, I did loads of podcasts. In America, like so far ahead about what they, then, like in the UK, podcasts was such a little thing. And I went to like do Adam Carolla's podcast, and I went to like, it was like a TV studio. Do you know what I mean? It was mad. And like, there was like runners everywhere. Do you know what I mean? And like it was like doing a TV show. And, it was, and sort of, they're just so far ahead of the game. Do you know what I mean? And then you come back to the UK, and then like somebody goes, "Can you do a podcast?" And then you sort of meet someone in a park. Do you know what I mean? And like they've got like a little Zoom recorder.
I've done
or
the
whatever.
park
Do you know what I mean?
podcast. It's actually
Always disconcerting when they're like, "Oh shit, have you got any batteries?"
Do you know?
Yeah, I'm just going to back it up on my phone.
Do you know? I once turned up to Dan's to record a podcast with him. This is before we started this. I was going to do a podcast for a while called Top 5.
Right.
And it was going to be comedians talking about their top 5 comics.
Yeah.
Or that was the idea. And I turned up to his and I was like, I haven't brought the recorder.
That's right. You drove to mine.
She was getting some lunch and you're like, yeah.
It's a good episode, that. I think it was then that we were like, this week should work together.
Yeah.
If we could just remember to bring some of the very fundamentals of this game, we're going to smash the flaps out of this. American podcasts are like, we've turned a warehouse into a studio. British podcasting like, oh shit, where's the on button?
Yeah, man. It's it's mad. No, it's so incredible what's happened with podcasts. They're like, it's sort of like I always have thought like stand-up comedy as a job is such a arrogant thing to want to do. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm going to say what I think, and I'd like you to pay me for that. You know, and then I feel like podcasts are like the step beyond that. We're like Lisa, like because I do the one with Tom Davis, like and we just like you guys, we just chat, and like Lisa, my wife's just like, you really want to put that? You think that's good enough? You two just fucking talking is good enough for public consumption? Do you know what I mean? It's like, it does feel like it almost feels like you're taking a piss of it, to be honest with you.
There are some questions where we answer them and we're like, so we're doing pretty well off this. This is what we
Yeah.
In this week's Patreon, just recorded, we asked, have you ever tried to suck yourself off?
Right.
And I copy and pasted that onto a Word document and went, yep, this'll do. That actually made the cut. There was other things that didn't make the cut. And we were like, this is how we are.
I think that's sort of what's really good about it, about podcasts in general, because like, you know, when you do TV or radio or anything like that, where you're sort of not at the mercy of, but there's a format and there's producers and there's gatekeepers sort of going, I don't really think that's going to work and this doesn't work. Podcasts is like, you don't have any of that, right? So, and that's why it connects with people that like that haven't otherwise. I don't want to get too sort of wanky about it, but haven't been otherwise been serviced by that. So, like the question, have you ever tried to suck yourself off? Right? It's a funny question to ask, right? If you ever, I don't know if it's Patreon worthy, but it's a funny. No, I'm joking. It's good. It's a good question to ask.
It was. No. That was phenomenal.
No, I'm joking. But like, it's a funny question to ask. But if you even suggested that in like a fit in a meeting, do you know what I mean? Like if somebody goes, have you got any ideas for what we could do? Like have you done any prep? You go, I was thinking about like just discussing whether you've ever sucked yourself off. You like there'd be a panic. Somebody have it. They would
Channel 4 wouldn't be into it.
No, I just think what would happen is because I've suggested shit that's like been a bad idea before in those, and they'll go, cool. Well, look, let's just have a look at some other things, and then can we come back to you on that? And then they leave, and then they discuss whether they still want you on the show or not.
And
that's basically what happens.
The next person you see is security.
So it's good, man. It's really good.
Well, we got a question. I know it's not question time, but it's pod related.
Go on.
To you, Romesh. So Kev wants to know what happened to Hip Hop Saved My Life. He said he used to love it, and is it gone forever?
It's not gone forever. So basically, what happened was
so those who don't know, that was a hip hop podcast that you used to do.
So Hip Hop Saved My Life was like it was like I just got people on that loved hip hop, and we talked about it, and it started off being comedians, and the whole idea is that people you don't expect to be into hip hop are really into hip hop, right? And also hip hop has this thing where it affects your lifestyle in quite tragic ways. Like you know, like you dress different if you listen to hip hop, and like people I know used to go and tag like bridges and shit like that because they were so into hip hop. Do you know what I mean? And so like that was the idea as we started like talking about it, and then we started getting artists on and just like surprise guests. Like we had Frankie Ball had like this mad theory about Tupac and Biggie were still alive and were a couple on a Greek island, right? And like it sounds like such a mad initial idea, but then he started like picking out lyrics and like he actually had like evidence to support his theory. But in answer to the question, so basically what happened is I started doing this thing on Radio 2 for the love of hip hop. So they approached me to do this. Initially, it was like 4 episodes of like a super mainstream hip hop show, because Radio 2 just didn't have any hip hop on it at all. I mean, I know they've got Trevor Nelson and that, and he does kind of R&B and a bit of hip hop, but they didn't have a straight hip hop show. So I started doing that, and then I started doing it on sound. So I just haven't had time to do both. But the truth is what's the guy's name?
Kev.
So Kev, basically, I would say that if you really love Hip Hop Saved My Life, For the Love of Hip Hop is a different thing, because Hip Hop Saved My Life is for proper fucking nerds that like go, oh, I've got the purple vinyl of Company Flow, do you know what I mean, or whatever. Like that's for them.
But it's the same theory that you just said for comedy podcasting.
Yeah,
isn't it?
100%.
Some people like the nitty gritty, they like the long form, they like the detail, and even if it is a bit geeky or weird or you're trying to suck your own dick, some people want that rather than the BBC Sounds or the Radio 2 version of it being polished.
Yeah, 100%. So like we ended up doing like, so we do the sound show goes on Radio 2 as well. So you've got like a middle bit where it's like I put on a jacket and do the Radio 2 bit, and then the sounds bit is like we get a little bit more deep. So we did an interview with Lupe Fiasco, right? And we did like the sort of mainstream accessible version of that interview where we cut that for people that are just Radio 2 listeners and won't necessarily be like massive Lupe fans. They just know Superstar or whatever, right? And then we did like a proper deep interview afterwards. But Lupe Fiasco, the mad thing about that, he was so fucked off at the beginning of that interview because like he came on and he said, "Oh, when's this go out?" And we said like in about a month. And he said, "I was told that it was going out like this week. I've got shows in London like later on this week. That's the reason I agreed to this interview." And then I went, "Oh right." I said, "Well, I can't really push it forward any amount of time." And then he says, "Okay, well, let's just do it." And I was like, "Oh my god!" Like this is like one of my heroes. You know what I mean? He's already fucking furious.
I'll tweet it.
And then
Lupe, I'll tweet
that's
it.
what I started going. I put it up on Instagram. Like, I put a clip of the interview on Instagram, Lupe, and I've got quite a lot of followers in the UK. I'm sure that'll make a difference. It was so awful. Like, and what the problem I had is like I started to become really sycophantic in response to that. I don't know if you've ever.
You're trying to like over egg.
Mate, it's so rank. Do you know what I mean? It's like I always have it when I meet footballers or whatever like that. But footballers and rappers, whenever I meet them, I always regret how I've come across afterwards. Do you know what I mean? Because you get super thirsty. Do you know what I mean? Like, just like, yeah, no, totally. I totally know what you mean. Yeah. It's so horrible.
Call him Mr. Fiasco.
Yeah. I've always said you're the absolute greatest.
Tupac, Biggie, Lupe.
Yeah. Just saying something to them, even they're like, mate, just slow down a bit. But in answer to Kev's question, we'll be back. We'll be bringing it back.
Good to know. When you said then it's rappers and footballers,
yeah,
you talking about sort of getting slightly starstruck.
Totally. Yeah.
So what footballers have you met where you've acted? Because obviously you did a lot of.
Love to see Romesh starstruck. He's literally just got one gear like, oh, fucking, I'm buzzed. I'd love to see if you even get a different like, tone in your voice. God, Romesh is a bit excited. I'm off my tits here.
Yeah, mate, I remember my wife, it took her a while to like tune into that. Do you know what I mean? Because I remember when we first started going out, we went on holiday to Portugal. And like it was about 4 days in, and she goes to me, "You know, it's really difficult to know if you're enjoying this holiday or not." Because I was just like, because I just can't. My natural default setting is just indifferent. It's not like I just can't help it. It's just my voice and my face is just like it is just how it is. But I do get happy and shit. Do you know what I mean?
I had that conversation.
Pardon?
I had that conversation on holiday. I was like, I am enjoying myself, by the way, but I'm just so like level that I'm like, you might not be able to tell.
Yeah.
It's quite a male thing.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah, but I think Romesh might be
he's next level.
Like Romesh, the house could be on fire, and he'd be like, "Mate, the house is on fire, so we do need to get out now, or we will die in the house fire."
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But with footballers, I think, because like we meet quite a few of them. Obviously, we get them all the time on League of Their Own. But like, I'm shit at football. I'm shit at anything to do with sports. So I've got like basic coordination issues. I'd say I was like sort of subhuman, sort of in that regard. Do you know what I mean? And so like, so you're talking to somebody who you cannot even relate to how they do what they do. Do you know what I mean? I can't even fathom what it's like to be able to do what they do. When you meet a comedian, like you know, when you gig with comedians that are heroes of yours, it's amazing. And you do get nervous, but at the same time, you like, you sort of go, well, I'm in the world. I might not be on that level, but I'm in the world. Do you know what I mean? Whereas football, I can't even. So like, you end up sort of saying things to try and. It's just embarrassing. Like I remember like, you just sort of say things where. So for example, like I remember like I used to do this show, Play to the Whistle, and Frank Lampard was on it, and I used to talk to him about. You talk to him about football shit, and then you go, "What the fuck are you doing?" Do you know what I mean? Like you go, just sometimes I wish you just like pump it down the wing. And you go, what are you saying this to Frank Lampard? Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you fucking talking about? Do you know what I mean?
On the train back, we got the Eurostar back from Paris yesterday, and on a very smaller scale than that, it was me, Alfie, me mate Josh, and sat on a table of 4, and there's another guy on the table, and he obviously knew absolutely nothing about football. Right, so when I'm of the opinion, if you know absolutely nothing about something, just don't try to sound like you do to people who do know, because so he goes, "Oh, you've been in the game, eh? Yeah, Madrid, Liverpool fans, yeah, tough to take. I went, yeah, it was. Yeah, he goes, I think Liverpool. I think they were fearing the shirt. I think they were fearing. They were fearing the white shirt of Madrid, I know it's history. And I feel like if Liverpool had just gone, do you know what? No, we're not going to be fearful. You'd have won that.
If only Jurgen had said.
Yeah, I wish someone had thought of that. guys, stop fearing the shirt. Fucking yes, you're absolutely right. It's like the scales have fallen from my eyes. He's definitely heard that as well. Do you know what I mean, like, that's not a real opinion. Like, that's when people just repeat things, that they assemble bits that they've heard and form like an opinion from that, don't they?
Honestly, like, I was so angry, but obviously you can't just get angry with him.
Yeah.
And be like, you're a fucking idiot. So you just have to sit there and be like, yeah, of course, yeah. And then he goes, I think what Liverpool needs to do this summer, you know, the transfer window's opening up again. Like,
I don't know if you knew that.
Transfer window's opening up again. I think Liverpool need a big man. Like, like, honestly, he goes, Liverpool, you know, they put a lot of crosses in, and I'm always thinking, if they had a big man, they'd be scoring a lot more goals here.
John Carew, get him in.
But at that point, I'd lost me tether a bit. So I went, I think what you're doing there makes you showing a fundamental misunderstanding of why Liverpool crossed the ball so much.
I can't believe you bit. It would be great if you went,
Yeah. He just went home and he went, I fucking got one today. At first, he was pretty chilled out, and I just thought, let me just keep. And then I pulled out Big Man. And he fucking absolutely went for it.
I was like, Liverpool are actually looking for really accurate crosses to find the feet of their forwards. And then Liverpool pounce and try and win the second ball. Liverpool's got most of their goals from winning the ball in a high area rather than creating the perfect chance.
But that's if they're not fearing the shirt. You know? All of that makes sense until you've got fear.
I hated him.
Yeah.
Like I really hated him.
Don't talk football to a footballer.
Yeah.
Also, probably don't talk comedy to us. Innit? When people are like, let's talk about comedy. I'm just like,
Is he a footballer though?
What?
I said don't talk football to a footballer.
Yeah, I was just trying to move back to what we were talking
You was doing
about.
a segue, weren't you?
Carl's really enjoying Adam's story. Like, keep going, Adam. What else happened on the train? He's such a good best friend. Listen to him. That's enough. Never mind Romesh. What about Adam? He hasn't had a chance on this podcast. Episode 180. Thank you, Dad. Adam, did you have a snack on the train? Where were you sat? Which row? Oh, you're such a sweetie.
Oh my God.
Right, I'll help with the segue. Who's the most starstruck you've been with a footballer? Because there's got to be some where you're like, shit, that's Ronaldo or Messi or...
Yeah.
Did you have biscuits, Adam, or did you have shortbread? Sorry, go on.
Yeah, this is bad actually because you put some pressure on me. I've got no good answer.
You're an Arsenal fan, aren't you? Isn't it like
I am an Arsenal fan, but I've met when I met Thierry Henry. It was
Where did you meet Thierry?
It was. Do you know what? I tell you, the one that was madder than Thierry Henry was Ian Wright, right? So like, because I loved Ian Wright, absolutely loved Ian Wright growing up, right? And
I think he's fucking great value as well.
He's such a top bloke. But like, what happened was that I hadn't I was just obsessed with him, like growing up as an Arsenal fan. And my dad was like a huge, obsessed with him, right? And I was supporting Kevin Bridges in Manchester, and that tour. Bridges and that tour was like really messy. Like we would doing the shows, and then we were getting on it like till really like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and then starting to feel just about all right for the time the next show was running around. It was like unsurvivable for much longer, really. But like we
Adam's there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, I've seen you're properly getting on it, haven't you? I've seen that. Yeah. But like,
I actually, sorry to interrupt you. Do you want to know? I actually remember we gigged together when you were doing that.
Carl's well happy now.
Thank God. Shut up, Romesh. Jesus Christ. This fucking Ian Wright story. Wind it up. Go on, Adam.
Please do not forget that story.
We gigged together when you were doing that tour with him in outside the box in Kingston, like south east or southwest London.
Yeah.
And you'd opened for Kevin Bridges at the Apollo, and you were closing this 23-person gig in a fucking cupboard in Kingston. I don't normally MC, but they'd asked me to MC it, so I'm still here. He turns on me, he's like, I was like, because they went, oh, Romesh, he's doubling.
I don't think that's an equal double, is it?
Like, he's opening for Kevin Bridges at the Apollo. And he come in and he went, how is it? And I went, fine.
No, but you know what? Because the reason I was doing that at that time is that I was doing live at the Apollo, and I hadn't really figured out what my set was going to be. Because like when the first time I did live at the Apollo, you got your 20, you're just like, I'm going to fucking do that. It's 100%, right? And then this one, I was like, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Like I was just trying to figure out. So I kept opening for Kev and then going, because I didn't want to try stuff out at Kev's gig. I had to like just do a set. And then I was going
to go on with notes doing tours.
Exactly, yeah. So, guys, what have we got here?
Who's met Frank Lampard?
Yeah. So I kept doing that. I kept opening for Kev, then doing a local gig. So in Glasgow, it was like we was doing the Hydro, which is like was it 14,000 or something like that. And then I was doing the Yes Bar, which is 35 people. Right? So I would do the Hydro, and then I'd get in a taxi, go down to the thing, and just go and do this tiny gig. And it was actually, to be honest with you, it was like a cool experience. Do you know what I mean? Because like you got to properly get to see the difference. Because actually, you guys will have seen this. Like I know you're both like, but when you go on tour, you sort of have to fill the space a bit. Do you know what I mean? When you're in a tiny club, you can. I think the way you play it's different. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
And so then when suddenly you're doing, like, you've got to be bigger. You're bigger in your movements. And sometimes some material doesn't work. You know, you can rip it in a small room. You do it in a bigger room, it just doesn't fly like that. Do you know what I mean? So it was a really good experience doing that. The Ian Wright, is that all right to?
Yeah, get back.
Yeah, cool. But like,
Ready salted crisps.
I'd love to.
And they had Heineken as well, nice. Quite warm.
So we'd been like really on it that whole night, and then we were going to watch the Manchester Derby the next day, and I was like really fragile. I mean, Ian Wright was like sat across. He's obviously there for the game as well, and he was sat across the hotel bar, and Bridges goes to me, mate, like that. Ian Wright's over there, and I was so fucked that I said, this can't be how I meet Ian Wright. It can't. I can't. This cannot be. I just don't want it. I will meet Ian Wright properly, but I want to be like lucid and like entertaining and chatty, and then him to go, do you know what? I think I want to be best mates with that bloke. That's what I want it to be. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to be like that if I meet him now. So I said, so we would go into the gate. I said, can we just sneak out without? I don't want to meet. I actually made the choice to not go and say hello to him, right? And then as we were sneaking out, he recognised us and then called us over. And I was like, oh my God. And then like he was chatting to Kev. Kev was absolutely fine. I don't know, like Kev he can just do whatever he wants to his body and be completely fine. And it's insane.
That's me.
Right, is that you? Right, okay. Well, congratulations.
Not one health, no health problems with me.
Yeah. And then I honestly, they were talking for a little bit. And Ian Wright, I think Asian Provocateur, like this travel show I did in Sri Lanka, just come out. And Ian Wright goes, I'm really enjoying that Asian Provocateur. And I honestly went, I think you're the greatest.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
I'm cringing so hard for you. It's the most alive I've ever seen you.
Fucking hell. I mean, I couldn't really talk after that. It's like, you know when you...
Did you hear yourself say it?
Yeah, I heard myself say it, and like I think I just convinced myself, because like whenever you're in those situations or whenever you're in a pressured situation, I always think just be honest, say what you think. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's often the right way to go.
How often does that come back to you, and you just go?
No, because Ian Stone was doing a radio show with him at the time. This does get slightly worse. Because Ian Stone was doing a radio show with him at the time, and I texted Ian Stone going, because I was really freaked out about it, and I said, look mate, I bumped into Ian Wright at this hotel, and I've made a real dick of myself. Do you mind like telling him that I'm not normally like that? And like Ian Stone's like, I'm not going to go up to Ian Wright. Like, my friend says he's not normally like that. He's much cooler normally, Ian. Awful. So true. But that proves that I was right. That I shouldn't have got that. I was right to try.
100%.
Right to try
Your
and get out
instinct
of
was
it.
spot on.
Is there anyone you'd be proper starstruck by? I think we've touched on this before. We're bound to have because we've done 7,000 hours of this. But
Anything comedy.
I've watched
football,
so much NFL for the last 10 years that I think some NFL players now would have, and I also think there's something about America
I totally agree with that.
makes it more.
It's cinema, isn't it, to us? That's why.
Like we've talked about which comics would nearly everyone that me and Adam have come up with are American comics because it feels like a world so separate from ours, even though there's links, and you talked about it with podcasting. But because I've just sort of gone off F1 and cricket and our football and have just become so big an NFL fan, there are guys who, if I met them, I would, and it's usually the sort of like, it's not the young, like the stars of they're 23. I'd be like, oh yeah, cool.
Yeah,
23. But some of the older dudes who I've been watching for like 10 years, I would, and part of the reason I think I would be starstruck is I get it that they're just some fucking athletes and sportsmen and everything, but I think the thing that would make me weird is my internal monologue going, don't be weird, don't be weird, don't be weird. I think that would fuck me up.
Yeah.
Because you don't make a fucking tit of yourself. Larry Fitzgerald I just think is such a fucking cool.
Is he the one who knows everything? The older one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows everything about NFL.
What?
Isn't he like the
He's
pundit?
No, he's no.
Oh, who am I thinking?
No, but yeah, some of the older dudes like Tony Romo and who are now
Tony.
broadcasted. Oh yeah, you love it.
I know
Yeah,
Tony.
Yeah. Oh, Rum Dogs.
Reichel Romeo.
Yeah, I think they get me.
Tony Romeo.
What about you with Liverpool players? Is there any, like, Jurgen now is obviously a bit special.
Yeah, but I don't know if starstruck. I'd be excited. I genuinely think I'd just be like, this is sick. I don't think I'd go to shit. I don't know why.
What were you like? Because I was, you supported Bill Burr, didn't you? I was at that gig. You were great, man. But
Thank you.
But because I supported him years before, and I didn't want to. I sort of didn't. It was a similar thing with Ian Wright. I sort of didn't want to talk to him in between because I sort of thought it's better that Bill Burr hasn't spoken to me than I live the rest of my life with Bill Burr thinking I'm a dick. Do you know what I mean? I just sort of thought I'd prefer that of the two options.
What if Bill Burr's a bit of a
exactly?
I know he's not,
but exactly. If you suddenly discover this, it's like launches into some sort of racist polemic. Do you know what I mean? Like backstage, and oh fuck.
So is you're saying like don't meet your heroes in case you're a tit?
Basically, I think I am. Yeah, and I always sort of like I always bear that in mind when because when people recognise you often get people say fucking mad stuff to you. And what I find is like when you're a comic, they want to say something funny, and then they'll try and say something that you've said. And so for example, I make jokes about my eye, and then they'll come up to go, hello, you blind cunt. And you go, all right, mate, this is a bit fucking off key. But you have to sort of forgive them because I know what that's, I'm not saying I'm on that level, but I just know that when you meet somebody that you like their stuff or you recognise them, you want to say so. You're trying to think of something that's got a bit of impact or something to go, I know what you do. Yeah. I know what, do you know what I mean? And then so you have to sort of be understanding of that. But yeah, it's
some people have got the cool, haven't they? Doesn't matter. Some people have just got that gear. I forgive the people who go, because I think I've got a bit of the goon in me.
Yeah.
I think I'd say something daft to an American fucking NFL player and after the fact be like, what was that, Dan? When someone gets excited and goes, I know you from the podcast, then just sort of misjudges it. You're like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, you just have to. I think you just have to go. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But then the thing I don't like, this, I don't know if this happened to you, is like when people come and neg you because they want to.
Oh my god, they want for the first time to me last week.
Right, yeah. So what they want to do is they want to say the opposite. They want to say something cool, right? So their idea of saying something cool is saying something horrible. So what?
So this guy clearly knew me. He bought me a Guinness, and he went,
right.
I don't really know who you are.
Yeah.
I was like, why the fuck have you bought me a Guinness then? He did. He was like, oh no, I love the podcast. I was like, he was trying to be like, I'm cool, but he did it.
The common one with comics is, it's not even that funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've paid 26 quid for the ticket and whatever, but shite.
Yeah.
Shite on the picture.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like occasionally, like you'd be out and somebody come up to you and go, I don't know why I've come over to say hello to you because I don't really know who you are. Like my friends say that like you're like a comment, but I don't even. And I go, it's actually not a requirement. Like you don't have to come over. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I think even then, it's somebody they're just trying to. I think you have to kind of. I find it annoying that strategy, but I still think you have to go. Sometimes people go a bit mad. Do you know what I mean? Like when they see somebody they recognise or whatever, they're just like thinking of what to say, and sometimes they say the wrong thing. So you have to kind of allow it.
Do you let it affect your day to day? Or I suppose you can't. You've got kids. You've got to live your life, haven't you? But do you dodge certain things? Are there certain places where you're like, I can't be arsed with fucking Nando's on a Saturday lunchtime? Or
no, I don't. No, not really. I don't really get. Like often people be out of me and they're surprised by how little I kind of get. Sometimes you get a perfect storm. Like I was out in York the other day and I didn't realise how staggy and henny like York is. But I was just wandering through there, and then like somebody saw me and asked for a photo, and then like it just created a bit of a thing. But a lot of the time, part of the thing is I don't look that approachable. Do you know what I mean? And I do think that helps. Do you know what I mean?
Romesh is in a bad mood, mate.
No, but I genuinely sometimes I'll get a message on Instagram going, I saw you out with your family at blah blah. I like your stuff, but it didn't look like you wanted to be talked to. So it's like, but whereas like Rob Beckett, he'll get it. He gets it much worse than me because he's got that vibe. Do you know what I mean? Of being
approachable and
friendly and like, do you know what I mean? Whereas I sort of I don't really have that same thing, so I don't get approached a lot. Occasionally, like there's certain places like occasionally it happens where it gets a bit like same things that does for you. It gets a bit mad, but like most of the time it's fine. I don't ever change my behaviour.
There must be something in York because Toby Jones used to run a gig there,
right?
And Russell Howard was doing a tour warm up spot. Got sort of a little bit lost on the way to the gig. Got stopped by one person asking for a selfie.
Yeah, and
then another person realised what was happening. And there's a crowd of 150 people within about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And Russell Howard's too nice to go, can everyone fuck off?
Yeah.
So he had to go, cool, I can't just take this picture. I just need to call someone. Had to ring Toby Jones and go, can you come and get me, please? And he was like, where are you? He was like, outside H&M. It's just a crowd pinning him against the shop window. So Toby Jones had to come in and be like, sorry guys, he's got to go. And fucking like, the bodyguard him out.
Do you know what the stupidly annoying thing about that is? If they were genuine fans, they'd be going to the show.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? It's something about, it's something about meeting people. People get like, even because you're like you said, a lot of people go, if somebody comes up to you and they just recognise you're something, that's nice. But like, it's always much nicer if somebody actually like knows something you've done. Do you know what I mean? And then then you stop and have a chat with them.
Or if they're talking about like the hip hop podcast, and then you're like, oh no, this guy really does.
Yeah.
There's levels in there. There's a little bit of knowledge and whatnot.
Totally. Like, and so, somebody goes, if somebody like specifically pulls out something, I'll stop and have a chat because like that's a proper fan.
I printed a CD in 2008. I printed off about 500 copies, sold not all of them, and someone after a gig recently was like, I've got your old CD, and I thought they meant the one from like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, I bought that one in 2007 and knew what it was called, and I nearly hugged them.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Get a little bit of insight where you're like, oh, that's proper.
It's a 15-year fan.
Yeah, that's
It's nice, isn't it?
That's all right. Don't mind that at all.
My favourite one is when I had this in town a couple of weeks ago. This lad came up to me and he goes, "You're the guy. You're comedy. I don't know your name. Massive fan."
Well, I stopped that girl getting a picture with you in Ireland. She went, "Can I get a picture?" I went, "Tell me his name and I'll let you get a picture." And she went, "I don't know." I was like, "Go away." Like her friends have gone, "Oh, he's the famous guy." And she gone, "Oh, wow, I want to get a picture." Fuck off.
Yeah. I was in a bar a few weeks ago, and like there was I was with a couple of mates, and this girl sat down and she said, "Everybody's saying someone." She didn't know who the hell I was, and she sat down and she goes, "A load of people are saying that there's someone famous at this table. Is it you?" And I said, "No." I said, "He's an actor." And then like she started really chatting to him, like just was like chatting across me, like just was like really into like talking to whoever the famous guy was. And then as that was happening, somebody asked me for a photo. So I got up and did the photo with them and then sat down. And then she went, "What the fuck is going on here?" Right, so really...
I'm trying to suck off the wrong person.
really affronted.
Oh, that's so funny.
Are you on tour proper now? This is are you middle of the tour, start of the tour? Where are we at?
We're right at the arse end of it now. Because
Right.
it started in... It's like it was pre-pandemic.
Oh, no.
The tour started. So
One of these.
Yeah. So it's like, I remember, I think it was
A
like...
4-year tour?
It's mad.
Well, so
It's like-
David Costello has said he's going to see it tonight. I'm guessing is that tonight? Empire?
Yeah, tonight, yeah.
He said since it was delayed 2 years, has it been revised much, material-wise?
Wow, he's pretty demanding, this guy, isn't he? No, it's so basically, not deliberately, because I just thought it's the show. Do you know what I mean? But just because I got bored of saying certain bits, and like you end up sort of accidentally writing bits, don't you, as time goes on. So actually, the first half is completely different. So. But that wasn't. I didn't think I must change this up. Do you know what I mean? But it just happened naturally.
Changed. Yeah.
So yeah, I think like it is not a completely different show. There's bits that are the same, but I would say there's probably like a new 45 minutes or something in there. But it's just gradually, like from gigging and stuff like that, it's just like slipped in and stuff, and then you sort of go, "Oh, I don't want to do this bit anymore," and whatever. So it wasn't. I didn't think I must freshen this up, but it just happened.
Do you do 2 halves?
Yeah, so I do. So I don't have a support act. We've got a DJ that that basically is a support act, and then I come out and do like 45 in the first half, and then I probably do like 50, 55 in the second. Do you know what I mean? But that's not by plan either. I always think I want to do I always aim for like 40-ish each half, and then what happens is it just sort of gradually expands. And to be honest with you, it's probably too long at the moment. But I just like doing all the stuff, so I haven't chopped anything out. But that is a long time. I think that second half, you sort of go, if it's not, you're running the risk of them going, "Fucking hell." Do you know what I mean? It's like, this feels like a bit of a marathon. Have you ever been at like a music gig and they've gone, "Do you want more?" And you sort of think, well, it's getting on a bit. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I could do with getting off. That's what I worry about slightly. Do you know what I mean?
That is a long old show, isn't it?
Yeah.
How long do you guys do?
Oh, I'm planning to do 20 minutes before the support act.
Right.
They do 20.
Yeah.
So that's always going to overrun to 45. Yeah. And then in my head, I want to do 50, 55.
Right.
But I don't, like we said, like when a comic ever says to you, "I'm going to do 50, 55, what they mean is an hour and 5. Like when you on Friday night went, "You can do 12. I was like, cool. He means 13. He means 13. You always add like 10, 15%, don't you? I don't know what it's so interesting hearing you do it differently. I'm planning to do it differently. You're doing it completely different again.
Yeah.
There is no one definitely right way.
No.
I send a sports act on to do 20 minutes,
right,
have a break, and then I try to do an hour.
Yeah.
But I think
that's like a proper old school, like almost American way of doing it, which is good, man.
Yeah, they don't have the intervals, do they?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And I'd be tempted to see what it'd be like without an interval, but I don't think it would work over here. My show at the minute is I've took a 20-minute routine out of it, and it's gone down to an hour and 15.
It started at 55 an hour, and over 3 months it's grown.
Yeah, it's grown by like 50%.
And is that where routines have got bigger, or you've added routines?
Routines have just got bigger. It's just tags and a little 30-second amble this way and back.
Yeah.
It's not. There's no new bits.
Yeah.
At all.
It's mad like that, isn't it? Because I often find like sometimes like if is this too nerdy for the podcast? Anyway, but
no, we talk about comedy loads.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like
but have you ever sucked yourself off? No, we'll get to that.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll keep that behind a paywall though. I often like when I've written the first 20 for the tour, like I'll write it in bits, and then there's a theatre down the road from my house, like 100-seater, and I just go and like try it out. Often that initial 20 minutes is basically the tour, but it just expands. Do you know what I mean? It's so mad how it happens like that. It's not like you think it's going to be, I'm going to bolt on this, I'm going to bolt on this, but actually it just sort of grows and grows and grows, and you add bits. So like sometimes I think when I started writing tour shows, I'd write the like the initial bit, and I go, let me just try this out. And I think, hold on, I've got to think about this a bit more because I'm the kind of lazy bastard that will make this the show now. Do you know what I mean? So I've got to make sure these topics and things are things I actually am going to be in love with, like in a year's time. Do you know what I mean? When I'm doing this on the road.
Yeah, it's hard to judge that, though, isn't it? Like,
so hard.
Like, I'm conscious because, like, we have a lot of people coming to see us at comedy club gigs now.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I always listen to the podcast, so whatever. And that's where I work my stuff through.
Yeah.
I don't do many work in progress.
Right,
I just
right.
put
Try it out in a
three
club.
20s together, and then that's the tour.
Yeah.
My tour finishes the end of June, and I'm not touring again till the end of next year.
Right.
So I've got like just over a year to write it. But I always think, like, if someone comes and sees me in October this year and they see me do 20 minutes and then they buy a tour ticket for October next year, they're going to see the same stuff.
Yeah, it's
and they're going to be like, this fucking cunt writes nothing.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for 13
Just
months.
come to the tours or the work in progress.
Yeah.
I'm going unlisted in the new year. If clubs don't want to put me on unlisted, fine. But I'm not having the same conversation of like, oh, we're coming to Leeds and then you're in Nottingham and then we're going to come and see the tour show. You're like, you're going to see the stuff.
Mate, it's hard though.
I don't know what you...
I had a thing where I was doing, I just done, it's sort of, I'd done Live at the Apollo in the middle of a tour. So like the Live at the Apollo set was like 20 minutes out of the tour, right? And then I was doing the Apollo on the tour, and that set was in the thing, right? And in the interval, I was having a really nice time. And then in the interval, I just saw this tweet from somebody going, and I was a bit tired at this time, right? Saw a tweet going, fucking hell, I'm at the Apollo gig with Romesh Ranganathan. I've seen all this shit before, right? He tagged me, and now, I'll be honest with you. First of all, I wouldn't look at my phone to see in the interval. But even if I did, I'm now immune to... I've managed to get myself to a place where I don't really... Not that I don't care, but I'm immune to that kind of thing. But then I wasn't. And like... So I was just like, oh my God, everybody hates this show, right? And I started like spiraling, right? And like... So when I went out to do the second half, it was like having an out-of-body experience. Like I had a good gig, but in my head, I was just thinking about this one person that was hating it. The reality is he probably walked out. But like, I was like thinking about this whole thing. It ruined my Apollo like experience, right?
Jesus.
And then after the gig, there's like they've got a bar. We had a bar like for guests or whatever, and Mark Schwarzer was there, right? Like he'd come to watch the show, and I was like,
so random.
I know, and I was spinning out, right? I was like in a really bad place. And he went, and I just couldn't social. I went to the bar because a couple of my mates were there, but I was like, I can't explain it to you. I was not in a good
Your head's fallen off.
Fucked, mate,
Yeah.
right? Like, properly. And so then, like, I walk in, he introduces himself, and I just go, yeah, all right, mate. And I just didn't have the social skills to, like, I just couldn't, I'm not in a place to talk to Mark Schwarzer right now, right? So I just go home after the like do what I think is like the requisite amount of time in the bar to like be polite, and then I leave. Right. Months later, right, I get a text message from somebody going, "You're getting absolutely coated off on fighting talk right now, right?" And I was like, "What?" And they were doing an item about having a weird experience when you meet somebody you're a fan of, right? And Mark Schwarzer was on the show. No. And he was talking about coming to the Apollo, being excited to meet me, and me just being a bit of a prick. Oh. And then I was just like, oh my God, this fucking night keeps coming back to bite me in the dick, man. I ended up having to message him, just going,
I think you're the greatest.
Didn't you get Ian Stone to message you? Fucking brilliant. Holy shit. You should never be allowed around football.
It's the most niche footballer ever as well. Mark Schwarzer.
Oh my God. Yeah,
I think
bad.
We should have a little break,
Got it.
and we'll come back with some more stuff.
No one can follow Mark Schwartz.
Press the button, mate.
Wag wag lids, it's Dan. Hope you're enjoying today's episode. Do us a favour, if you're watching on YouTube, like the video, subscribe. If you're listening, follow us on all socials at Have a Word Pod. Tell a friend, do something, help spread the word. Also, I'm on tour next year. If you want to come and see me do stand-up, Get tickets at dannightingale.com. Appreciate you. You're a good egg. You're a good lid. Back to the episode.
It's a toxic work environment we've got.
Oh, it's nasty. It gets nasty.
Toxic.
Hey, we're going Perpignan soon, though.
Hey, can we go to the new camp?
We're going. What?
Can we go?
We're going to watch Catalan Dragons.
Yeah,
Why
the
is that
day
not
after.
enough? Why is that not enough?
I don't give a fuck.
Me and you'll stay around for a couple of days.
We're gonna go and watch. We're gonna go and watch rugby league. Ironically,
Really?
yeah,
Yeah, we're going to Barcelona.
because there's a team called Catalan Dragons
Yeah.
that are in the Super League, which is full of northern fucking rugby league teams. And there's an away day with loads of Northern Bellends. Hi guys, St Helens fans, we're coming with you. Go to Perpignan, and I need to see it. I need to see what a load of Northerners going, we fucking love rugby league. They don't do pies. I want to see it. I want to see what it's like.
You do paella though.
What, in Perpignan in south of France?
Paella.
You're a knobhead.
In Barcelona.
You probably do sell paella
Yeah.
somewhere.
All right, cool.
Thanks, Adam.
In the north as well. Paella is, it can, Great points, guys. Glad we made them.
Also, Carl was he's doing a play on words because you said pie. And that sounds like the first syllable of paella.
I'm not having it. I'm not accepting it. It's not up to the Mark Schwarzer standard that we've set here, guys. If you'd have asked me to guess that footballer, we would be here until we were old men. I'd have whipped out Papa Bouba Diop so many times
Rest in peace.
before we got to...
Rest in peace.
This one's for you, Papa Bouba. Lewis Stoker says, first question, do you miss Papa Bouba Diop?
Mad.
We do. Of course we do, Lewis. Of course
Think about
we
him
do.
every day.
Every
day I'm like, Papa, if you
If you can hear me.
Now that's a joke. Fucking paella was wank.
Fuck off!
Well done.
He didn't even mean it.
Get in the fridge.
It came to him as he said it. And I said it.
They're often our best bits. Oh, no. Right. Big end ups. Never mind. We're going to do a would you rather, Romesh.
Okay.
Because this is what this house was built on.
Sure.
Nonsense. And you can't not do either. You've got to do one.
Sure.
Would you rather exclusively have responsibility for bathing your dad, arse and balls, cleanse included, or have your dad exclusively bathe you? So, there's two choices. Your dad's cleaning you, or you're cleaning your dad.
Carl, you're going to have to use your map.
Oh,
Mine's going to be a bit of a process.
Carl's
before
dad
it
is
starts.
Papa Bouba Diop, and he's not here.
No,
I
it's
would
just
do
this-
almost anything to avoid washing my dad's cock.
I tell you what, it would make bath time with my kids really weird. When I was like, Jack, Etta, Dad! Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, Dad can wash me, personally.
Yeah, well, that's what you'd have to do to not wash his cock. You'd have to let him wash yours.
Yeah, but he's washing your cock.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but you could close
That's
your
his
eyes
pro-
and do
that's
it.
his
How,
problem.
is it? There's no. You sort of described very quickly what the wash would be like. Is it like a thorough? Are you talking about?
You aren't allowed to bathe yourself. You have to.
No, but what I'm saying is,
He
like,
has to bathe you.
if I was washing, I mean, just to get the awkwardness out, my dad passed away a few years ago. But let's assume he's alive for this thing.
Ramesh, I honestly wish I knew that. And I apologise for how fucking... In my head, I was like, yeah, this is fine.
No, it's fine. It is fine.
Was
But-
he Papa Bouba Diop?
No, he wasn't.
You made it worse.
He looked a bit. He looked a bit
sorry.
like him.
That's not my joke to
Yeah.
laugh at.
No, sorry, no, sure. But the thing is, if my dad, knowing my dad as I do, if he was tasked with washing my cock as well as everything else, I feel like he'd do it quite gingerly. I don't think he'd get in the mix. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you sort of feel like, I feel like he'd have a bit of consideration. Sort of like, I feel like he'd go, "I know this is uncomfortable," and he would just sort of go quick. Do you know what I mean? I can't imagine he'd go, "Oh, let's go to town on this bad boy," or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So
Got a
I think
job to do.
I think that affects it. Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
if I was washing my dad's dick,
Have you seen the star of Shawshank
I
Redemption?
hope to God my mum doesn't see this. So what did you talk about on that podcast? Oh well,
Shout out Mrs. Ranganathan.
I think
I had a
Ramesh, you're dealing with it really well.
I had a real moment there that added hangover and just everything that we've done for 2.5 years with this podcast. We've got one of the biggest comics in the UK, and I heard him say out loud, no. If I was washing my dad's car, And I was sat above us watching that happen.
Oh, this one's going to
Sorry,
go down.
Yeah.
we interrupted
Yeah,
you.
no, if I was washing my dad's,
Distance. Power spray. Surely.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but
You
also
take it off.
You can't jet
Hell,
wash your dad's dick.
Fact.
Yeah,
Fact. And you know that through your
Yeah.
research.
It's on the Karcher advert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I've seen it take the paint off a bonnet. Like if you have
Oh,
it,
not up close, you animals.
Oh no.
He's not.
just fucking slicing it like a chorizo.
Your dad's dick isn't a fucking dirty patio.
Oh, that's the bum, innit?
No, I mean from a distance.
Yeah,
Is that a euphemism for asshole? How do you know I'm with that girl? Fucking right in the dirty patio, mate. All night long.
Jet washed it from a distance.
Had to move the furniture.
I think we'd all do a very half-assed job.
yes, that's the point. Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to. But because it depends how much they're depending on that wash. If it's like just for this, if it's just a thing
Yeah.
that you have to do, and they're not depending on that, do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Then
mate, it's going to be annual, isn't it?
yeah, I think so.
One spray at Christmas.
Yeah,
What have you got me for Christmas? Never mind that. Get in the garden.
come on then.
Turn the Karcher on.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
No,
Doesn't
literally
matter.
nothing. He heard the joke that I edited out in my, like he's seen me write it and go, nope. Yeah.
So we haven't actually answered the question, have we?
I'd let me dad bath me.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't possible for me, but I'd just close my eyes.
Right.
It's
So,
not impossible. It's just more difficult.
Very difficult.
I want to bathe. I want to bathe regularly because I really like being clean. So that would mean I have
you
to.
might change that attitude.
No. But, yeah. But so I will bathe my dad and be like, Dad, honestly, you're in your 70s. You don't go anywhere. How many times do we need to bathe a week? Once every other? Come on. I personally need to be clean. So if I choose that he cleans me, that is me seeing my dad twice a day sometimes. Fucking painful. Just once every fortnight, Karcher in the garden. Say hello to me stepmom. It's weird. Off I go.
Yeah. This is the only time you visit.
Patio's clean, isn't it?
Are you doing that as well?
Yeah, while I'm here.
While you've got the Karcher out. You've got the Karcher out. Do the flags.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I'd wash my dad.
I tell you what, Romesh, thank you for being a very good podcast. Because I didn't know.
Oh
I
right, yeah.
apologise.
That happened. That happened on I did Big Fat Quiz, and Jimmy Carr said, "Oh, Romesh, you've been in a lot of travel shows with your mum. What do your dad say about that?" And I said, he says, "I've been dead for 4 years," and it was like really early on in the record, and it got really fucking awkward. But they put it in. They kept it in.
The amount of dead parent jokes that we've made on this podcast,
Yeah.
because both mine and Dan's mums are partying with Papa.
Up there.
Partying with Papa is the best analogy ever. For
Mr. Ranganathan, Papa Bibbidi up and our mums.
Oh, hell of a party.
Hell of a podcast.
Hell of a party.
Hell of a podcast.
Yeah.
They're all just bathing each other. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm not.
Upset me. One of my favourite moments ever on Have a Word was when, really sincerely, I explained how my mum died and then went, and if you don't know, Dan's mum was bummed to death. And it took him a second and a half to register what had just been said. And he was like,
Yeah. And just like her, I had to just take it. Rough. See, it's fucked me up, this podcast.
Yeah, no, it really
Because I
has.
didn't used to joke about this.
No,
this isn't even a patron.
Yeah.
But here I am, two fucking scousers. I'm like, yeah. My
Dead
nan's a
inside.
slag as well.
That's bad. Really bad.
It is, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's fucked, man.
How dare you?
Yeah, you've been rewired in a terrible way.
It's good though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got some advice. We give some advice out.
Okay.
You're a man of wisdom.
Sure.
people want to know how to live their lives when they come to us.
Hey, David, Alfonso, Kobe, Stefan, and Finn, and Romesh. God, this person knew. I could do with your advice. I've been trying to spice things up a bit with the missus through things like a cheeky finger up my arse or a spot of rimming, but she keeps shrugging it off due to my IBS and the fact I always need a shit. Any ideas to persuade as cleaning alone isn't doing it for her and needs some persuasion tactics? Thanks, Anonymous.
Pick something else.
Yeah.
I think live your life without doing that, man. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, if you know that you've got that going on, no, you need to be persuaded to fucking drop it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, stay away from the area.
That's not for you. That is not for you.
It's just one of the things that if you have there's certain things that you can be born with.
Yeah.
That mean you just don't get to do certain things. And if you've got IBS, you don't get fingered in the ass.
That's a sacrifice you've got to make.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, you can't have everything.
You can't be on the toilet for the 7th time in an afternoon going, gosh, she's frigid. So frigid. So vanilla.
Yeah.
Having said that, I think I've got IBS, never been diagnosed, but it'd be a short conversation with the doctor. Yeah,
but
I've had.
Yeah, I know, but don't you have to legally just do some sort of like formal warning before they go in the area?
Well, the last girl who did it didn't ask. She just...
She's an
Have you
adventure.
ever been valeted? Have you ever been
What?
tongue?
On my bumhole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's risky for you. Like, wow. Why have you allowed that?
What do you mean allowed?
Is that like a... You know, you said she didn't ask.
Yeah.
Is that another consent level, do you think? Is that like... Because like, I assume you're having sex. It wasn't just like you weren't just out and about.
A meet and greet.
Yeah. Just like...
You know.
So you're there anyway, aren't you? So then, like, the idea that she didn't ask is like that suggests that's another level, right? That's
Yeah.
I
I see what you mean, but I think with a lot of consent things like that, once you're in the middle of things, it's someone tries something, and if the other person lets it happen, they let it happen.
Yeah.
And if they say no, then they say no, and you stop.
Yeah. Also,
And I didn't say no.
Yeah. Loved you to turn up to Liverpool City Centre police station at 4 a.m. going, I've just been licked out against my will.
Yeah. We're having sex in that, but that was
Wow.
that was too much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't say them words.
What?
Adam getting licked out against his will is fucking disturbing.
I love how dirty this one's got. Oh my God. It's been so...
She didn't do the tongue.
Yeah.
She just...
The tongue punch.
And were you nervous?
No, I was too drunk to care.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I would just be concerned.
Yeah, I'd be like, what's going on back there? And wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to enjoy what was going on up here.
Oh, grow the fuck up, a lot of you.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Up here?
What do you mean, grow up? He's expressing a fucking valid feeling about it.
Okay.
Fucking
Grow
says.
up.
This is an open discussion. He said something he feels. I'll grow the fuck up.
Very toxic in here,
What
remember?
the fuck is wrong with you, man?
I just think you've been given a gift.
Yeah, but you just get...
Accept it.
I understand that. You get nervous. Do you know what I mean? Like, you sort of...
I'd be like, what if there's something happening? And
You know, can I just say thank you for sharing that?
yeah,
man?
yeah, I agree. I appreciate that you
I
listened.
appreciate it.
Just get fingered, you pussy. Romesh, I don't think we've ever been this eggy with each other. I don't know what it is you brought. Like, the episode's been great, but you're gonna come away like Romesh is gonna be talking to Sean Marsh, going, I don't think those guys have got left as a company. It seems weird.
They just sort of... The chemistry's gone. I don't know what the fuck's going on there, man.
No, I'd have to prepare thoroughly.
Yeah, I would too. Do you know what I would do? I would take...
Spa weekend.
I would take... You know, you
Yeah.
can take that stuff that gives you a proper clear out.
Yeah.
So I'd write off the weekend and just like empty myself
Yeah.
completely. Like I was going into surgery.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then full clean.
And then you don't have to worry. You're like, I'm fine back
I have
there.
Then we're good
cleaned
to go.
the asshole before.
Yeah, you've douched in the bath.
Yeah, but
you
not
told
like
us.
you're preparing for a colonoscopy. God almighty, just in the moment, a finger goes in. You're like, wow, what's happening?
Yeah, I don't think
Feel alive.
I just don't
Yeah.
consider my arsehole to be spontaneous ready. You know what I mean? I think that requires I would like a written invite. And then a couple of days to prepare. Do you know what I mean?
Be witnessed by a solicitor.
Do you know?
Oh.
I kind of did get a little warning from the girl.
Right.
But I've only just remembered this.
Here
and
comes
this
the
is
train.
100% true. No.
Oh no! Don't do.
She took her false nail off.
Fuck off.
matter if it's not true. It's too beautiful.
No.
I swear to God, she took it off and threw it on the floor, and I found it like 3 days later.
Do you know what? I actually think that's nice.
That's a responsible lover.
Yeah. Congratulations.
And puppet master.
What'd you do if you took all 4 off? Let's go. Wolverine.
It's like that. 1, 2. Fucking hell. How are you planning on going? Goes on to the second hand. What the fuck?
Yeah, I remember looking at me. She went,
That's so not sexy.
what?
I'll tell you what.
Which finger was it? Index?
I think it was the middle one.
The big one as well.
I'll tell you what. It's not a great advert for whoever did those nails.
No.
Which is what I'd have been thinking. That's not shellac. Another one, because we got... Romesh has got...
It's not getting increasingly depraved, is it? Because what have we had? Washing your dad's dick was the opener. For a middle act.
The problem is, I've broken the seal. I've broken the seal now. I can't be like, so how did you get into comedy? Daniel Phillips says, question for you boys, need some advice. Me and 8 of my mates are going to Zante in June. Most of us, including me, are very inexperienced with the ladies. Do you have any advice on how to pull some serious punani?
Jesus.
Also...
Yeah, 10 to God.
What are them? These lads are all 40. Also,
we've tried using slang from 1993. That hasn't worked so far.
I once got my dick out and said cowabunga. To no effect.
Wazza! You know, like the outfit, where you going? Hey!
Punani.
Do you have any advice on how to pull some not even funny punani?
Yeah, serious.
Some like.
I've always said questions.
Oh yeah, you're answering.
That's your policy, isn't it?
Questions.
Always questions. People like talking about themselves. Ask them questions.
How many fake fingernails have you got on?
Did I answer you?
9.
You ask them what their favourite packet of crisps is, don't you? That's your opener.
Yeah, what's your favourite crisp?
Yeah.
That's your opener?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just very neutral, and it's something everyone's got a strong opinion on.
Right.
But like, you know, it's non-threatening.
But the thing with that is that is a line question, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not something. If you start a conversation with somebody and you go, "What's your favourite crisp?" That's like you're almost like that's a sign that you're entering into like a flirty conversation.
Yeah, I do it with boys as well. I just think it's a funny opener, funny icebreaker.
Right.
Okay.
Hang
on.
You ring it all you want.
Carl, when in Zante, have you ever gone up to some boys?
Never been to Zante.
Lads, what's your favourite pack of crisps? It is flirting, isn't it? You don't do it to boys, surely.
I do it with everyone.
Carl flirts with everyone.
Right.
Men, women, children.
I don't flirt with
He's
children.
not actually trying to get laid, he just loves crisps and the knowledge in and around crisps.
Yeah.
I like to know what people's opinions are. Ramesh, what's your favourite pack of crisp?
Oh, Romesh, you're going to get fucked.
These are quite bougie, but there's this company, Torres, that these black truffle crisps that are fucking off the chain.
Oh my God.
They're so good.
I don't like the flavour of truffle.
What about mainstream?
Okay. Not for you.
Okay, what if you go into a Tesco then? You haven't got this bougie stuff.
Well, I'll probably go.
Is it a kettle chip?
Probably, yeah. I think it's a kettle chip for me.
The chili kettle chips are nice.
They are nice. They're really nice.
Very flavourful. The salt.
These new ones that are like hummus chips and
I do want to
lentil
fuck you
chips.
now.
Rex. We're boys as well.
It's incredible because I didn't realise you were doing it. It's like it's just part of the podcast. And then I thought,
I love it how Carl, you were like, yeah, quite bougie, Chris. And Carl was like, yeah, just say hula hoops or something.
Yeah, something.
That is my new one.
What's your
hula hoops are my new one.
What's your favourite crisp? Oh, these really bougie truffle ones. Didn't like that answer.
Yeah. Sorry, Romesh. You should have specified which shops you're allowed to choose from.
What's your favourite flavour of crisps that I like?
Yeah. Mainstream. Go fuck yourself.
Where'd you get these Torres crisps?
Oh, actually, they had them out at some like weird party, and then I liked them so much, I asked for, but they're so expensive.
The recipe.
How expensive? Hang on.
It's delicious.
How expensive? How expensive could it? What, like for 100 grams?
£4.
A pack.
Wow. Cost of living these days. Isn't it?
Torres, they look cool though.
There you go.
It's a nice bag.
It is a nice bag.
It is a nice bag.
Yeah.
I want to try them now, even though I know I'm not going to like them.
Yeah, but you can only have them if you're an edgelord and not for the mainstream.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Our new sponsor.
we're buying some now. Buy some.
You buying some?
We're after them, Amazon, yeah. Let's buy some.
You guys have got a budget on this thing, haven't you?
Our business card gets abused. We bought a dildo last week for no reason, other than the fact we had Sarah Keyworth in, and she told us she likes dildos.
Where is it? Have you got it here?
That's how that went. Sarah Keyworth didn't come on and go, fucking love dildos, guys. You should buy one. We were like, oh, Sarah, you're a lesbian, so let's do it.
Well, this week he likes Chris. We're buying them.
Yeah, good.
It'll be a new theme. We buy what the guest likes.
That's lovely, yeah.
Chris
and then
dildos.
Yeah, it's good.
If the next guest could be really into speedboats, I'd like that.
What's your favourite speedboat? Mainstream though.
Sea cat.
Yeah. No, like a speedboat you can get in like a normal dock.
No, like a Tesco speedboat.
Yeah, like a regular speedboat that someone like I could get. Is what I meant.
You've been kayaking.
I have a word and then we'll let you go back to play Liverpool. It's got to be dirty because it's all we've done in it. All we've done is filth, so we're ending dirty. I haven't got anything else. I've got one about dads. I can't do it. This is from an anonymous, who's a lady. Good evening and hope you're well. That's weird. You need to have a word with my lad. Good evening.
Operator.
Good evening. I've sent this email in the evening. I assume you'll read it in the evening. Good evening and hope you're well. You need to have a word with my lad. Every time we have sex, he thinks it's okay.
Whoa.
Can I just say phrasing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to have a word with my lad.
That sounds
Son?
like a
So
son,
immediately I
doesn't it?
think she's talking about her son.
Yeah, that's son.
Hang on. Let's read on. Cause
Oh,
maybe
that
it's-
could be the situation actually.
Fucking have it, yeah.
How do I stop fucking my son?
It's time to have a word. 'Cause I'm a. So, do you want me to change it to boyfriend or we?
No.
She say my lad.
Read it verbatim.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
You need to have a word with my lad, who is not my biological son. That's what she said there. Hi to Romesh.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Could you say good evening to Romesh? Weird. Every time we have sex, he thinks it's okay to come all over the sheets without warning. It's honestly like a full-on sprinkler. Even had it in the eye a few times. It's not ideal. I'm so over it as I need to change the sheets every 2 days. We've been together 18 months. What do you think about this? P.S. He also took me to see Adam Rowe's stand-up show in Glasgow in March, and Adam called him ugly.
I didn't call him ugly. I said he was punching above his weight in context of my routine about punching above my weight.
Do you remember him?
No, I just know.
The joke.
Yeah. I know me show.
You
lad.
weren't like, oh yeah, that ugly cunt in Glasgow with the sprinkler dick.
So is she asking us to have a word with him because he keeps coming all over the bed?
Yeah, all over the sheets.
That's the breakdown.
Right.
Break it down.
I think she's right.
Yeah, of course she's right. Yes.
I don't think he agrees.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, I do agree. I just feel like, what's happening here? Also, I'm now. I think the face is because I'm trying to work out if in Glaswegian, like a sort of Glaswegian parlance, lads makes more sense.
Well, yeah.
My fucking lad.
It's probably all right, but
Yeah.
it's just
Oh.
you're just hearing it in that context. I immediately assumed son.
Yeah, are my lads playing football next week?
What we will say is, if you are fucking your son, him coming on the sheets is the least of your problems.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
That is quite a mum thing to complain about, though. To be fair.
these sheets.
Yeah. Bloody, I don't mind having sex, but these sheets. That's what I object to.
3 times a week I'm washing these. It's like a fucking hotel here.
Blackpool Illumination.
And you want chicken nuggets afterwards, wouldn't you?
Oh, I hope he's not fucking his son.
Let's assume it's her boyfriend.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but it was great to assume that it wasn't.
I think just ask him to stop coming on your sheets.
Yeah, aim for a leg.
There's other places.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like maybe if you could get something like I guess like a spittoon that you keep by the bed.
Metal. Metal.
Some sort of metal vase that you know. Yeah, and then you just have to.
Oh, I'm about to come. There you go.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Someone's just come in the shop.
Biff Tannen.
My advice would be to buy him a towel that is specifically for jizzing on.
Oh no, not you with your dirty towel. What? No, just aim for her. She can shower.
It's efficient.
Oh.
You have a little cum towel. You wash it whenever.
Everywhere, never.
Just
Just use your underpants.
What?
Well, you take your underpants off after you wash them every day.
Yeah, that's a good.
So
point.
just
I thought you meant while they were still on. Just pull them back up. Just at the point of ejaculation. Like, quavers.
I've done that before, actually. I've had that train of thought.
yeah, because they go in the wash every day anyway.
They're about to.
I preferred you spittoon.
You just slosh it out or whatever.
Oh.
However often. You get a big one, you don't have to do it that often. But the problem is, it's heavy. Then.
Taking a bucket of jizz downstairs.
Like a fucking witch's cauldron.
I'm going to put the tea on. We're having sausages, mash and gravy tonight. Will you do us a favour? You go and empty the cum bucket.
Can you take out the jizz vase?
It needs a rinse.
Well. Hasn't this been something?
Look, you've got several options there for you to have a word. Just get either a towel, a bucket, or, you know. A whore. Yeah. That's what I said, Carl. Yeah. That's what I said. Yeah.
I thought you said a whore.
I'm glad we tied that off at the end. Just to sum up, if you missed what would, in conclusion,
I thought he said whore.
Right. Romesh, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me, man.
It's been very, very fun.
It's been so beautiful.
Congrats on a great podcast.
Thank you,
Romesh. What a
mate.
pleasure. Thank you.
And when does your tour end?
Finishes middle of June.
Okay.
In Northampton.
There we go. Got a couple of weeks
Everyone,
left.
we're finishing our tours in Northampton, aren't we?
No, I'm finishing mine in Liverpool.
Oh, be silly.
You know about
Love
it.
Northampton.
Spoke about it loads. What? Oh yeah, we're doing the arena because why wouldn't we be? Tickets from ticketsquarter.co.uk or gigsandtours.com.
The link is in the description.
We had a few people message us saying, "Oh, the floor seats are sold out and stuff, and the first sides are sold out." It's the arena. Every seat in there is great. It's going to be a great night. So just go and get the tickets.
It's going to be an unbelievable evening.
Thank you as always. If you don't already follow Romesh, go and do that. Enjoy your life.
Thanks for coming in, man.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for having me.
Have we got a song?
Yes, we got a song. This week is from Andy Taft. It's a song called Stay from his EP Game With No Rules. Also, my single is available for pre-order out 1st July.
Oh, nice one, Finn.
Cool.
That's on the audio. Thanks to everyone else. Cheers, lids.
Au revoir.